So here we go.
Oh, this is awesome.
Well, my lava lamp light. Stop. I don't think they can even see it in the map. It needs to be on for me. Alright, we're good. Well, my lava lamp light. I don't think they can even see it in the map. It needs to be on for me. Alright.
And with us today are special guests. Lee from Drumdums. He reviews all kinds of awesome movies, but he kind of likes horror a lot. I mean, you can tell. He also has Killer Flicks on Facebook, so he's one of us. And, of course, the lovely lass from Australia, Miss Emma Spooky Astronauts, who's up in the wee hours of the morning. So you guys want to say hi and, I don't know, just talk to them, because they probably like you guys.
You go, Lee.
Thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed the commentary we did last time. It's cool to finally do a chat with Em, which is cool. And let's talk spooky stuff.
Yeah.
Oh god.
When she gets
thanks for having
really,
me back.
like, when she gets really famous and starts doing like big conventions, people are gonna make her say that all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, you guys are hell funny. Way to make me feel awkward as we start.
It's got a ring to it.
Thanks for having me back. I didn't get kicked off for talking about dongs, so
Really, on this show?
Had to.
Dong da dong dong dong.
I'll put headphones on so I can hear you better.
Okay.
There we go.
Two of us actually have dongs. Can you guess at home which two?
You win a prize.
It's
What is
the
the
prize of knowing who has a dong.
I like how we
Talk
have the
about it.
symmetry here. The left is the right is the.
Oh, I didn't mean to do it that way. It just happened.
I didn't see this.
Sweet. Santa Core Review says we're the Horror Avengers. Wouldn't that be fantastic?
Oh yeah, we are the horror.
I gotta be the Hulk because I have the greenish hair.
I'm Tony Stark. Got the
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
Emma's
I
Black
got the
Widow.
drinking problem.
Yeah. Emma, you can be Black Widow, and you're definitely Captain America, Lee.
Okay.
Woo!
I mean, you were in the
Yeah.
military. Come on. So today we are going to do a horror check-in. And I think the plan is to talk about what we've been watching this year that's really stood out to us. And also what we're looking forward to. A lot of things have been shifted around as far as theatrical release-wise in the United States. So it doesn't really apply to you, Emma. Sorry. Sorry, dude. Yeah, I don't make the rules.
Yeah.
She does.
Used to it, but
I actually do.
Wait, we're doing a
I'm used
horror
to being-
check-in?
Yeah, it's a
I
horror.
thought you said horror. I thought you said
What
horror
is this,
chicken.
Bates Motel?
You
I
heard
had-
horror
I
chicken?
was studying poultry guys
hey,
last
good.
night.
Dan,
I appreciate that. Lee.
All night
Dan,
studying
I
poultry.
swear, you
For no
always
reason.
embarrass us when we have company
While they're
over.
bickering between
Why? Just ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Anyway, it's a check-in. That's why I have all the hospital stuff in the background, Dan. It's a theme.
Oh, I thought it
Oh.
was poultry that we're talking about. Poltergeist.
Anyway, so one thing I do want to tell you guys, I don't even know if I'm supposed to tell you guys, but I'm gonna tell you guys because my cousin wrote the screenplay for Leatherface, and I really want to see it because it's done, and it just got held up because of money issues and a few studio issues. But he texted me today, and it's coming out in October.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm so excited. It's
I'm really-
so cool. Like, it's just such a cool, original take on Leatherface, and I cannot wait. It's so cool.
I just love Leatherface. I mean, even if it's bad, I'll still watch it.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not my
I
favorite.
just watched. What was the one with Matthew McConaughey?
Oh, Next Generation. Yeah, it's not my
Where's he got
favorite
the robot
franchise, but he
That's
is my
a hoot.
favorite
Yeah.
character.
Hold on, I'm gonna walk over there.
I could just watch like a loop of Matthew McConaughey performances from that movie all day and be happy.
That Leatherface movie got held up too, but then later they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you like Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger? Well, here, have this movie. They're both in it." They got, but yeah, it almost did. Yeah.
I find the chat. There we go. There's the chat. So who do we got in the chat today? Doc's here, Ariel, Low Carb Monster, Siennico Reviews,
Hell Knight.
What's up, Low Carb?
the
The
Horror
Horror
Miser Monty G. He needs to come over here and show us how to dance, how to break it down.
Lost Boys.
Hell Knight.
Neat.
Hell no.
All right, so we'll start with Lee and just kind of go round the clock. What have you seen this year so far that you've really enjoyed?
Well, I guess I'll go in order. I saw Get Out. That was really good. I enjoyed it.
So
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
A little
I love
controversial,
that
I guess.
movie. Nah.
Go through like each movie and like give a full
Yeah, let's
synopsis.
talk about Get Out. I think we've all seen it now because I think Australia finally got it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Oh,
Sweet.
so Emma just saw Get Out, huh?
finally.
I've seen it like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's good because I'd like to hear a fresh perspective because I saw it like way back in January.
I watched
Okay,
it
wait till
again
they rub
yesterday.
it in. It's not here. It's so long ago.
What did you
I liked
think
it.
of it? You
I liked it. I thought it was good, and I thought the main character was really likable and smart, and you don't really get that in horror movies, so it wasn't like painful to watch.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's unique.
the trailer just bummed me out completely because the trailer ruined the whole movie for me. So that was a bit shitty, but other than that, it was good. I just like there was no real twist or anything in it that you couldn't predict from the trailer. Like everything was spelt out, which sucked.
I hate
but-
that.
Yeah, it was a bummer because it
I
went for like the
I
trailer
didn't see
went
the
for like
trailer for
3
that
minutes.
one, so or I mean I saw an
Oh.
early one, but to me
It
it
shows
looked-
everything up until the last scene.
Are you
like
serious? Ours,
Really?
the one I saw was very Stepford Wivesy, so I was surprised when I saw it.
I
Yeah.
was surprised by that third act.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, thankfully our trailer didn't mess up that third act
Yeah.
for us, so we're like, okay, that's nice.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think that they kept out. The only thing they kept out was like what actually happened to him when he was like in a trance.
Oh,
So that
wow.
was cool to kind of see. But yeah, bummer.
I loved it, and I thought it was really cool that their main character in that one, he's not a very talkative guy, and yet we know exactly what he's feeling throughout the film. He's such a great
Well-
actor. He's so good at emoting those feelings.
He's British,
Yeah,
and his accent didn't pour out at all.
No,
He
he
didn't
did a
talk.
great American accent.
So maybe thankfully, maybe that's just why he didn't talk a lot.
Yeah, I didn't know.
The only thing we've seen him on is he's on an episode of Black Mirror. That's really good. If you haven't been watching
Oh,
Black
the
Mirror, it's really
second-
good.
Yeah, I love Black Mirror. Big
It's the
fan.
second episode of season 1 where they're way in the future and they have to bicycle all the time just as their
Mhm.
job.
Yeah, I didn't like that episode.
Well, that's the
I
one where
like
the guy
it.
from Get Out's on.
Yeah,
But
I got that far.
yeah, it didn't have a happy ending, that's for sure.
No, it really didn't. It
Granted,
was a
most
bummer.
episodes, I'm not gonna. Again, I'm spoiling this for a lot. Most episodes of Black Mirror are not gonna have a happy ending. They are.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
I did like. There is
Whatever.
one in second season though that's really cute. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one where you
The
can
chick
basically
with the
you can visit like any time period. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but they spent a lot of time in the 80s.
That's season 3.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. In season
cool.
3,
Oh.
that one has a happy ending.
kind of
Yeah. Well, kind of
that middle.
happier ending.
Kinda.
Do you watch it, Lee?
No, I haven't seen
Oh
Black
my
Mirror. But
It's
I've
on
heard
good.
Netflix.
So it's like
Yeah.
every single episode is about something completely different, like involving
Yes.
different actors, and it's just like a sci-fi show that it's kind of like it's meant to evolve around like
Technology.
social media and technology, yeah, and how it can go wrong. There's a really good episode in season 2. My favorite one was the one with the boyfriend.
Yeah.
At the start when her boyfriend dies, and then she has that text message thing. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's so good. It destroyed me.
Where you get an app and you like feed him all of his social media to the app, so then the app becomes him and can reply just like he would.
Yeah.
And she upgrades and it gets kind of creepy.
Yeah. And then it gets like fucking intense. It's so good.
So creepy.
That sounds
They're actually
interesting.
they're gonna make a movie
Yeah,
of
check
one
it
of
out.
the episodes too. There's another episode where everything you see is recorded. So I mean, it's nice if you want to remember a memory, but it sucks like if you're in an argument and then someone's like, "Zip, see, this is what you said." I guess they're making a movie of that episode, though. I have no idea.
That was actually my favorite
when that's gonna
episode.
be
So
out.
that was in
That was cute. That one was really
season
sad. 'cause-
finale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to start with the first episode because the first episode is the one that everyone talks
I
about all the time.
skipped
because-
that one.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to watch it.
Yeah. So pretty much,
I was gonna
Lee,
ask
I don't know if you've heard of it.
Is there like a common thread that goes throughout the whole series, or is it all just
No,
completely
just
different?
technology.
It's all completely different.
It's all just
I
about.
don't like that.
Yeah.
You
The
know?
first
'Cause if you don't like one
episode-
you can go to the next episode.
Yeah, you can jump anywhere, but definitely start the first one because it's like the Prime Minister in England. I'm pretty sure that's where it was. Yep.
Yeah.
And he's given like an ultimatum where I don't even know what he was.
The princess will be killed. They kidnapped the princess.
That's right.
And they're going to kill the princess if they don't fuck a pig on live television.
Like, I'm not kidding.
Live television. The camera's got to see it. And everybody's laughing at him like they're all at the bar, like watching. But then they all like, after they're watching for a while, they're just like, why are we watching this?
Yeah. I don't know. And it kind of, it wasn't something exactly like that, but something similar they found out with a prime minister somewhere, like, they had done, I don't know. There's a lot of, like,
when he went to college, he had to fuck a dead pig
Yeah,
or something
as
to get into his,
there was a prime minister that had to have sex with
I
a
thought you had
dead
to do that in
pig
college anyway.
to get into
that's
fraternity.
part of the exam.
It's in the finals.
So there's a lot of life imitates art, or art
Agriculture
imitates life.
class.
Yeah.
So gross. So gross. We were going to keep this classy, Dan.
Black Mirror is a classic show about
that went out
unclassy
the window
things.
about 10 minutes ago. So.
I also really liked the one that had, Ron Howard's daughter in it, but essentially everyone's
Bryce
rated.
Dallas.
Bryce Dallas, yeah, she's in a great episode, and she's invited to some hoity-toity friend of hers from high school's wedding, and
Oh my
everyone's,
god, that's so good.
everyone's rated, so like, and we have like these like computer glasses in our eyes, so like you could look at me and see what my rating is, and that determines like everything for you, like what kind of jobs you can get, what kind of places you can live, if you can
What
get on the
cars you can
bus,
rent.
what kind of
Go on a
college you're
plane.
going to, so everything is determined by your rating, and you get rated up or down with any interaction you can be. It's like if you
constantly.
cut somebody off, they can rate you down. And if you get enough, if you're low enough down, eventually you can be arrested and you get everything taken away. It's pretty bad. So yeah.
And the higher people are, if they're really high rating and they rate you high, then it really helps. If someone really low rates you, it doesn't do as much, but still. She wants to go to this wedding because all these like 5s are there, like, and she's a 3.7 and she wants to become a 4 so she can go into this new neighborhood, like it's a new place.
It's so
but-
cool. Yeah.
You guys got
Just
me
a
really
train
wanting to
wreck.
watch this, so.
You should watch it. It'll depress you a little bit though, so make sure you have some like fun movies to watch. Like in
Yeah,
between.
it's
Kinda
called
cheer you back up.
Nosedive for a reason.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
Cool.
But back to
Completely
Get
off
Out.
topic.
We were talking about Get Out. We went way off
That's okay.
topic.
That off topic's good.
Danny, did you want to say anything about Get Out?
Yeah, just it's probably the best movie I've seen this year so far. It's on my highest.
Yeah, it's number one on our list so
Heavy
far.
It's early in the year, but so far I think it's on our number one on our list.
If you guys, I know Emma and Drumdums and I are all connected on Letterboxd, but we keep a Letterboxd account where, as I see 2017 movies, I add to it, and then next year that'll help determine our top 20 of 2017. And then I also have tons of other lists. Like if you just want a list of every movie I've seen, which I just saw a new one, I cannot wait to add it, of Dismembered Dogs.
It's fun to add movies.
You know, everyone needs a specialty. And I just happen to know a lot of movies where there's dismembered donks. You just,
What's
I
that
just
called?
watched Game of Thrones season 3.
I haven't seen Game of
What's the-
Thrones.
Get out of here! You kidding me?
Oh,
Holy crap.
Tom's Cruise is in the chat, and Zach versus Blu-ray Mountain. Hey guys.
Yeah, what's up,
Up?
guys?
Hey.
Tom Cruise. All right.
And I also keep a list in there, just because I keep a list for our own personal review stuff of VOD release dates, because they're kind of hard to track down for the United States, and theatrical release dates because they get moved around a lot. So if you want to reap the benefits of my nerdiness, check out our Letterboxd account.
I
all
loved
there.
your top 20, by the way.
Oh,
Oh, thank you, Lee.
Yeah, I think you did. Wasn't it top 20 horror that you guys did?
Yep.
I swear I had a pen and pad with them when I was watching it because it was just like at least half of them were movies I've never seen.
I think most of them went down okay. We get a little bit of flack because we're not super into like the Conjurings and those kind of movies. It was just not
I
our
love
thing.
it. That's awesome.
We don't care for a lot of like the glossy kind of ones. The Boy and Lights Out didn't really like those,
Yeah.
but a lot of people did not like that we had Hellions on there. I think Danny and I are the only ones who like that movie.
Ew.
I love that movie. It's so
We have a
good.
little hellion, so we can relate. We think
It's
they're
like-
adorable. Look
Oh,
around
the
killing
little
people.
Buckethead, he was adorbs. I just wanted
But Wolf does every Devil's Night every year. He goes out trick or treating, comes back with some heads in
I
the
thought it
bag.
was cool though, like the purple lighting and such. But everybody else hates it. Everybody does. So
Yeah, I
whatever.
hate it.
We stand by our opinions.
Question: where do you get most of your like horror from? Do you? I know it's not Netflix, right? So
No, we do.
what gravitates you towards a movie?
Lots of
Is it
hey,
mostly-
Will I Like It reviews is here, CP.
CP.
Where do we hear about
Oh,
them? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, like, do you watch mostly from Netflix or Shudder or all the like?
We
Where do
have
you-
both those.
I make a list of every single movie I know of that's coming out this year. So I keep
Right.
them on my VOD list because that's usually where. And then from there, if you go to Just Watch, you can find out where to watch them. So if I can't find it, if it's on Netflix, because I have Netflix, I'll watch it on Netflix. If it's on Shudder gets a lot of exclusives like Prevenge, which you guys have
Yeah,
to
they
see. Then I'll watch it on Shudder. But I have Netflix, Shudder. We have Full Moon Streaming. If I can't get in either of those places, sometimes I will just go see it at theater. But so few horror is released at the theater.
I
And
know. It's
It's true. Yeah.
if it's not out at the theater, then sometimes you can buy them on DVD. But a lot of times we just rent things on VOD. So I usually go to Google Play.
I get excited more for like new horror than I do like mainstream movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Devil's Candy came out, I was just like I was
Oh my
like,
god, I love that movie.
Oh, it's
I've
so
written that
good.
down as one of my
That's
best
my
movies.
number one. That's my number one.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie. Have you guys seen it?
I'm really behind. I haven't seen that one yet.
Get out of
I have it
You'll
though.
love
I have it. I just haven't
You'll
watched
love
it.
it.
Oh.
It's so good.
It's like
It's
a lot
so
of times
good.
I will get a movie and I will know that I'm going to like it, so I'll just buy it. And then I know I'm going to want to review it, and then I'll put it off because it's like already 1 a.m. and I'm tired and I can't pay attention because I try to pay attention a little bit and take some notes for when I want to watch a review. So then I end
Do
up
you have
just
that
watching
problem,
Fright
too,
Night
where
2 for the
you'll watch
umpteenth
movie
time.
and you're constantly thinking about the review as you're watching the movie?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why
That's
sometimes.
why sometimes
Yeah, we'll
when
just
we're
watch.
tired, we'll watch crap because we're like, we don't want to review this. It's probably not going to be horrible to rant about. It's probably not going to be great to like praise. It's going to probably fall in the middle. We're going to bed. Let's just fall asleep watching that. We don't have to take any notes if it's not that
You do
special.
that?
And then we also try to watch them together, and he works late, so.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
Do you guys take notes? I just jot down how I feel at the time, so I don't have to remember it because I'm worried about waking up the next day and then doing the review or whatever and forgetting how I actually what I thought about it.
I have to take notes because sometimes,
Take notes.
especially because he gets home at 2 a.m.
Mine are like,
So if we
Chicken
want to watch a
track
movie together, because his only day off is Sunday and Monday usually, though he happens to have 2 days off. We'll watch a movie sometimes 2 a.m, and that's way too late to film a review. So we'll take the notes, and then we got to find some time during the week, either before he goes to work, or we'll wait till Sunday or Monday to film a review. So it's usually been a few days. So the notes are
Oh, okay.
helpful.
Oh,
yeah. I just take some on my phone, but they're only like dot points and then like a score. But they're not really like not very scary, more of a drama. Music epic, like they're not really.
Yeah, my
they
notes.
just remind
My
me.
notes are pretty bad.
I'm really-
pad.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god, you guys go old school. I'm just like. Oh
I'm
my
really
God.
bad with names, so I gotta write down that stuff. Like, oh, that person.
Oh, I never.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm just
I
so
got
bad with.
IMDb
Yeah,
pulled up.
I usually will write them down on a pen and paper, and then I will type them up and try to kind of organize it because we have like if it's a bigger review, we'll do the good, the bad, and the gory, and then that's just easier for me to.
Full Moon Reviews.
And then I can
Yes.
find it on my phone.
I just had that one up a couple of days ago. So,
You were supposed to
I get
let
this.
me
Alright.
pick for my birthday, but you didn't.
well, we had Crypticon, and you weren't on the ball, and it needed to be up by the full moon, so I couldn't wait for you.
Show me where the
Otherwise, it
ball
wouldn't
is.
be
I'll
up
get
right
on
now.
it.
Huh?
Show me where the ball is. I'll do it.
You'll
There's
do
a
it
white
today, right?
snowball in the upper left corner and the lower right corner of your screen, people.
Nice.
Who's snowballing?
Yeah.
We're not gonna do a group snowball, are we?
Right, yeah, I'm looking at my list of theatrical horror release dates for the year, and it's so sad how few horror movies are coming out at the theater.
But I think that will change with Get Out because Get Out was such a good, so good at the box office
But-
that I think that it will.
Get Out
Improve.
is classy
No.
horror. Get Out is a gateway horror. So
Classy.
it
Yeah.
won't change anything.
More of a
Because Get
psychological
Out-
thriller.
Positive.
Get Out will help
Positive.
movies like Split. It'll help movies that already come out of theater. It is not going to do jack or shit for movies like Dead Awake, Leatherface, anything that is
No.
not considered mainstream.
You don't think Leatherface will?
I
come out
don't
of the theater?
think so. Here's the
No, I
problem
don't.
with Leatherface. Here's the problem. And this is why there was a delay. Is the guy who owns the rights to Leatherface has it in the contract that it has to come out of the theater. Well, they ran out of money, so the film is pretty much done except for music and sound. It's a lot cheaper to do the music and sound if they're just going to go straight to VOD or DVD release. But for a
The coloring as
theatrical,
well.
for a theatrical release, that's really expensive, and so they're kind of have been at a standstill where they weren't able to finish the movie for a theatrical release. But I'm hoping. I think the guy. I don't know. I'm hoping the guy just relented, or maybe we'll see it at the theaters. I really don't know. I just know it's coming out in October. So
Blair Witch
Yes.
tanked, so they got cold feet. They're like, oh, we'll lose money on this too. And
that's why they took
don't
money
want
away
it.
from it because it's Lionsgate.
Do you guys
So-
see do you guys have an independent cinema that you guys go to
No.
around you? Because I don't see most of mine at my actual theater. Like when I went and saw Raw, I had to see that at the independent cinema.
Yeah,
we
we
wish
haven't
we
gotten
had one
that.
of those.
Yeah, unfortunately.
To give you an idea how bad it is, Belko Experiment was in our theater for less than a week.
I don't think we got it at all.
And we
so
got
don't
it
worry.
late.
Yeah.
It was like a month late, and it came out for like a weekend. It was like,
We
oh,
have-
I missed it too.
I-
Two movie
don't think
theaters,
it's out
but they're
here at
both
all.
mainstream.
Mm.
I heard
Yeah.
it's really
I mean,
good.
I
heard
waited
too.
2 months, 3 months to see Get Out compared to you guys seeing in February. So
Well, we saw it in early April. I think it was
Yeah, we
late
saw
March,
it pretty
early
late. We kind of
think we
like,
stayed
I don't
in
know.
theaters.
Our reviews are so late anyway. We just see things when we can afford to see
I don't think
them.
people really care, to be honest. That's what I get really confused by because so many people ask me to review a movie. They're like, "Oh my god, I really like this movie. You should review it." I'm like, "But
That's
that means you've
so
already seen."
rough though, because I get that too. I'll have
See it.
people say, "This is my favorite movie. Please review it," and then I feel so much pressure, particularly if I've seen it and I know it's not my
And
favorite
if it's
movie.
shitty, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pressure.
It's
Yeah.
so
Don't see
rough,
it. Don't-
because you don't want
Get a
to.
time machine. Go back in time and slap yourself and don't watch it because it sucks.
Yeah, it's rough when people ask you to review something that you know that they love, and we try to be really
Yeah.
fair in our reviews, but we also try to be very honest. And if I personally don't like something, I will tell you guys that while trying to be balanced, that it's just not
Yeah.
my cup of tea.
But you guys go into like detail with reviews where I just kind of touch on it so that you can tell if you'd like the movie or not without giving away anything. Like I don't go deep into the movie. So I find it really confusing when people actually ask me to review it, but I'm kind of reviewing it so for someone who hasn't seen it so they can decide if they want to see it. So why would
that's
someone
refreshing.
ask me to do that of a film they've already seen?
No,
Does that make sense?
absolutely. I want to do
Yeah.
more of that just so we can review more movies, because doing the whole big treatment for every movie takes a long time.
No, thank you. Yeah.
So we want to do that for like the big movies.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of smaller ones where I think, like Get Out. I mean, come on, you guys all know it's amazing. You really need us to do a big in-depth review telling you it's amazing. But we want to share a few of our thoughts. So things like Split, Get Out, things like that we're late on, but I think I want to do something really short and just kind of give a few of our thoughts on it. So a few more like shorter reviews where we don't do the whole big treatment. Then we can do more reviews. Yeah. And I'm still, I have notes and everything for my review that I'm doing with Drumdums that he's been waiting patiently on for forever. I feel so bad, like the bad student in class, and he's just like, never clapped for that girl again.
You still get 80% credit. I mean,
well, it's because
I actually have that review like recorded and set aside on my hard drive, like right in the corner of it. So.
Oh my God.
Catching cobwebs on inside the computer somehow.
Well, I was really into it because when I do review things, especially things I've seen before, I like to watch the commentaries. I watch all the special features.
Yeah.
And I was getting really into it, and then I found out in my research that there was a 2-disc special edition. So I had to order that with more special features. So yeah, I've gone through it all, and it's pretty amazing.
I've totally been there. Like I've been like completely in the zone with a certain movie, and then after a while, you just you constantly put it off because life happens, and then you're like, I guess I'll just do that later. Then it's happened a million times actually.
Yeah, this month the big thing was Crypticon. So now that that's out of the way, we're kind of back to focusing on getting caught up on stuff. So much fun. We're going to do a little video on Crypticon here soon, too. Maybe we'll just live stream it after this. It was so amazing. One thing I do want to share with you guys, it was just, like, seriously, like, one of the best, like, moments ever, like, of my life. My son's hero is Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and Matthew Lillard was there. And he was so funny and so cool. And the man could do stand-up comedy, because we went to his interview, and people were like, things were going on around him that could not be planned, and he would just like riff on everything to the point where my son really wanted to ask him a question, but like this guy's like making fun of people who are asking dumb questions, which they were dumb questions. Somebody asked him like why he spits so much in movies. It's like, what the fuck kind of question is that? But he asked him, what's your favorite Scooby-Doo series? So Matthew Lillard comes right up to him, like right up to his face, and he says, Mr. Incorporated, man. And he leans into his ear, and he does the Shaggy voice in his ear, which I believe he's not even allowed to do at like conventions and stuff. So my son was just beaming.
Sounds creepy.
And then the next day, we went out to his table to get his autograph. And I got my son, I paid for him to get his autograph and his picture with Matthew Lillard. And he was so cool. He's like, oh, man, good to see you again. Like, he remembered him and everything. So it's just like lit up. And he's trying to ask him questions, but he's really shy. But he's like, I want to give you something. And he's like, he picked out one of the hats they were selling on the table, a Scooby-Doo hat. He's like, can I give you a present? Like, he was so sweet to him. He didn't just assume because he's a big celebrity that my son was going to fawn all over him. He asked if he could give him a present. And my son was just like,
that's awesome.
It was amazing. It was so cool.
Aw, sweet.
Such a cool guy.
He seems like he seems really approachable, you know?
He is, and I actually found out from the con that he's a director in addition to an actor. He told this cool story where he was asked to do an audiobook for Fat Kid Rules the World, which is about a suicidal, overweight teenager who is recruited to be the drummer for a band, and it saves his life. And he becomes really successful. And they asked him to do it, obviously, because of, like, SLC Punk, but he was so into the book, like, after doing the audiobook, that he wanted to make it into a movie, and I guess he did, and he filmed it up here in the Seattle area, so I need to track that down and check it out.
Does he live in Seattle?
I'm sorry, what?
Does he live in Seattle, or does he live in L.A.?
L.A., from what I think. Somewhere down in Cali, anyways.
Yeah.
He had to make some choices. It was either keep living in the giant house and having the great cars, or to pay for that, go to do Dancing with the Stars. And he decided to have a medium house and just pretty decent cars instead of Dancing with the Stars. He wants to actually take his acting seriously and not be just like a joke like that. Which, when I watch a lot of those reality shows now, it makes me think, it's like, were they just desperate to keep that money flowing, or did they really want to do a reality show? I don't know.
That's big.
Celebrity boxing, Gary Busey.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll talk more about Crypticon later. Did any of you guys see Underworld Blood Wars? I missed that one, but that was the first horror movie of the year. How was it?
I did. I'm a big Underworld fan. I'm not gonna lie, and I have an affinity for Kate Beckinsale, of course.
She's naughty.
Yeah,
I think everyone
I've followed that series from the beginning, and I can acknowledge they're not good movies, but they're fun. And if you're like into that whole lore and storyline, then there's some fun to be had. And I enjoyed it. I did. I like the ending. I know CP's gonna say blood snores, or blood sores, but it's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie. That's what I'll say. Do you like the Underworld series, Gory?
I haven't gotten that far into it. I've only seen the first 3. I don't like Evolution. Evolution for me was really boring. That was the second one.
Yeah, Evolution's my favorite's Rise of the Lycans.
I love
That's
Rise of the
actually my favorite too.
Lycans. I thought Rise of the Lycans was really, really good, and I also liked the first one a lot. So
yeah, those are my 2 favorite.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I really liked about the 4th one was that it had a giant lichen, and that was cool. It reminded me of that old Rampage game. That old game where Rampage could be a giant ape or a lizard or a wolf. That's what it reminded me. And I always liked to be the wolf, but then that Nintendo didn't have the wolf, so I was pissed as a kid.
I didn't like that stuff. No, thank you. I don't like anything like too actiony. I'm not really an action fan.
Oh yeah, you want straight up horror, don't you?
Yeah, I don't like action.
She didn't like slashers either, though, right?
Slashers. So it's like,
how do you not like slashers?
Because I'm not American. You guys are like all about it. I don't know. It doesn't translate. I like some. Like,
what's your favorite genre? What's your
you
favorite
guys
subject?
have Wolf Creek and Backpack Killers.
but
Where is gonna
America,
also
man.
Emma? Please talk to whomever's in charge of making horror movies in Australia. I want a drop bear movie, a drop bear horror movie. You're a filmmaker. Make it happen.
That sounds awesome.
Revenge of the Drop Bears.
Yes.
Jamie Lee Curtis was in an Australian slasher called Road Games.
Yeah. I know that one. I guess I just don't. I think like it's. I always talk about this. I think it's just the classic slashers that you guys get like so into, like including like kind of Leatherface, where I just there's so much fandom around it, and I guess I don't really get that. But I do like, like the first like Friday the 13th, and I like the first kind of every single one. But then you guys just get like so into it and watching like it 50 times, and yeah, it's not really the same for me. I like more like psychological stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm into like a slash once in a while.
I hear you. That's how I feel like a lot about the new glossier Blumhousey type movies. It's just I need movies that have like a texture and a soul, and I do recognize that a lot of those slashers don't. But I think they get a pass because I grew up on them. I have all memories of like watching the USA Up All Night marathons and stuff. So, but I wonder if I saw them for the first time now, if I would enjoy them.
Well, that's the whole reason.
Yeah, like I remember when I was a kid, really slashers are kind of like your gateway into horror as a kid because they're kind of force-fed to you,
Especially in the 80s.
Yeah, in the 80s, it's Halloween.
Yeah,
you had Halloween, Friday
that's
the 13th.
why it's different for me.
Freddy, all that stuff, so. But yeah, they're fun. But I don't
Have you guys,
I like all kinds of horror.
do you guys know the actor John LeJeune? He's from that TV show called The League. He's from that TV show called The League. His name was Taco on that. But he's got a little band. He does rap and all this other stuff. But his new band called Wolfie's All Right, or Wolfie's Just Fine from Terminator 2. Wolfie's Just Fine.
Yeah.
They have a music video where it's all about Friday the 13th Part 5 specifically, the scene where he sees the lady, like her boyfriend runs off. He's letting her naked. And he's just like, how he fell in love with her, but then he was all like, because he's like an 11-year-old kid, and it's the first time he's seen a naked woman. He's watching it with his friends in some basement, and I'm like, it actually reminds me of my childhood. It's like, and then they get her in front of him, and he's just like, his whole little mind is blown. He just saw a naked woman for the first time, but then she was killed. And
it's funny when I watch slashers now, and I see all like the nudity and stuff. I'm like, I think it went right over my head when I was a kid, because the ones that really stand out to me are ones like Cujo and stuff. Like those ones kind of.
I can't imagine a slasher. I'd like a slasher that actually scares you today, because it's not an easy thing to do. I think it's easier to get away with it with like psychological horror and other genres. But slashers, you got to really work at it to scare an audience, I think.
I think the most similar to that recently, and I'm not going to say the movie was like perfect by any means, but Don't Breathe, that had some intensity into it. I was like, whoa.
I wouldn't say it's a slasher though.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
really
not really. Not so much, but the killer that's in the house.
Yeah.
His own house, but still.
I guess kind of
like
Strangers is creepy. That's fairly recent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hush-
I mean, there
Hush
are
had-
exceptions to the rule. Like,
Hush didn't scare me, but I like it, and it was pretty intense. So,
All right.
that video you were talking about, Dan, if you look in the comments of that video, Debbie Sue Voorhees actually commented on the video and said, "Hey, this is really cool. Thank you," and all that. Which I
nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Wolfie's All Right, more videos by them. Their other one is kind of like a tribute, and it's got like barbarians, almost like Guar style, and this little kid like raises them from the grave on his bike, and they're going to his house to kill his family. But then I guess when he gets there, he changes his mind and he tells them, nah. Whatever he was mad at his parents for, I guess he's like over it. But no, that guy's actually really hilarious. He's got like a rap persona too called like MC Vagina. Where he's like,
Stay on topic, Dan.
show me your genitals. I'm gonna feel you. What? You
Daniel.
downloaded like you like introduced me to his music for the most part, Corey.
You're totally going off topic. Reining you in. Where's the hook?
I take care of my children. Even Laws loves that song.
So,
Wait, can I bring up? Can I? Sorry,
What's up,
I'm just
Emma?
gonna change the subject on you. Can I bring up a movie we haven't spoken about yet?
Yes,
That's one of my favorite movies this
absolutely.
year. Love Wish.
I haven't seen that one yet either, but talk about
I
it.
want to see that one.
Oh, guys,
I
heard
haven't.
about it.
it's so crazy. It's so good, and yeah, you need to watch it.
Gory, I told you it should have been Horror Chicken. You made Chicken, and then you don't even have most of these movies like under your belt.
Well, I'm trying to talk about all of them. I haven't seen all of them yet.
That's true.
Yeah, I would say Hell's Candy, Love Witch, and Raw are my favorite horror movies this year. Raw number one.
I'm
Raw
working on
is amazing. I thought it was going to be, it's not that gory, but it's so hard when people ask you if something is gory or scary, because I feel like I have completely different, like, I don't know, levels. And I never really know what someone else finds scary or gory, but I don't think it's as gory as people make it out to be. And it's very obviously fake, if that makes sense. It's not like too realistic. But yeah, it's so good. And the storyline, I didn't expect it to be so funny and clever. And it just has like a really good wraparound, which I was not expecting either. It didn't have to kind of make sense in the end, but it made it. And I don't know. I don't want to say anything to spoil it, but it's more of a tale like about like two sisters that are going through this wedding in college. And it's so clever. Oh, I can't wait till you guys see it. And like, I want to know if everyone else will like it as much as I did, because I thought it was amazing.
Pod like next week, doesn't it, or something like that?
I'm not sure. Hopefully.
So. I can't wait to see it.
I'm thinking it's still at the theater here. But yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's supposed to come out on
please check it
VOD here in a week, so I'm looking forward to seeing Raw.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
good.
you
Yes.
guys will love it.
Okay, I just
Then
lowered the bit rate a bit. Hopefully that'll help with the buffering.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let us know, guys.
Just give us a week, Emma. You're way in the future.
It
and
looks like the stream
we'll
status
talk
right now
spooky
says
stuff
it's
for a week,
good.
okay?
Yeah, okay, cool. Cool.
So the stream,
I look forward-
just for the chat, guys, the stream, shit, this is bad again, crap. I will try lowering it some more.
Me.
I went through the same thing. I hooked an Ethernet cable up to my laptop, and that fixed the problem for me.
Oh, maybe I should do that.
It really, I'm telling you, it works. It upped my upload
Okay,
strength by like 5 megabytes.
Yeah, mine's plugged directly in there.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
me
mine-
lagging.
Dan's fault.
You guys keep talking about the stream, and you don't even use them fishing poles. Wait, what stream are we talking about?
So silly. Such a dad joke.
Did you guys see the?
Ah,
Yeah.
You did like the-
I saw some of Emma's review for it.
I put out that review and I was like, man, and I even put a warning thing at the start, which I hated doing, like, this is my opinion, rah.
That's it. I hate doing that.
I even said it in it. I was like, I'm never going to say this again. Just listen. And then everyone wrote in the comments that they didn't like it as well. And I thought it was I thought everyone loved that movie. So I was really surprised.
People are really divided
I think it's mixed. I think some people don't like it and some people do like it. Like, I think you're safe if you say you don't like it because it's got some problems.
I didn't realize that.
It's not like saying you don't like Get Out. Everyone loves Get Out.
And I liked it. I didn't love it. Get Out.
I saw nothing.
What did you not like about it, Emma?
About The Void? Everything. The storyline was just completely like it didn't make any sense to me. Like when he walked from the moment when he walked into the hospital. So like the second scene. Sorry, you might be hearing sirens. I don't know why sirens are going off at 9 a.m. And the moment he walked in to the hospital and started calling everyone by their first name, I was like, what is like going on? It was like he was trying to be obvious about something, and that's when I thought that he'd gone into like limbo or something weird. Like it just seemed very off because he was just like, "Hello, Mr. Frank," and blah blah blah, like "Hello, this," and it wasn't natural. And then I thought maybe I missed something, and then from there I was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And then it didn't really make sense. And then it gave you a few explanations for the ending, and then the ending dragged, and yeah. I like the practical effects.
Yeah, I love it. I think my biggest problem was the characters. I didn't care for them that much, but
yeah, very true.
I kind of saw it as just kind of an homage to like movies like The Thing, you know, with those great practical effects.
Yeah, and that's what it reminds me of, those parts.
But they should have threw in like some better characters and maybe tightened up the story a bit. That was my.
Well, I'm going to be disappointed now if that impression that Emma just did wasn't spot on. If that character is not just like the way she described him,
I'm just a good actor.
I'm gonna like throw the remote. Quit. Speaking of influencers, though, I'm gonna go get another beer. Be right back.
Grab me one.
I love that he's like in the kitchen, the
room
down the hall.
That can't happen.
Ah, okay.
We were thinking about telling people that we were in different places, and then Lols could like look like he's teleporting. He's here. Jess is here too.
What time is it there? Why is it so bright outside?
6:43. Because I live on the West Coast.
It's almost 10 o'clock.
Oh my god, nice. That's a lot. You're doing the most right now.
All right, I think I might have fixed it. I've lowered the bitrate as much as I can. The only other thing I could do would have to stop the stream to do it. So hopefully that's good. Right. I'm just closing like every program I can.
How far into Rocktober Blood are you guys in? I'm at 20 minutes and 32 seconds.
What?
I'm all the way.
Wait, we're not doing Rocktober Blood?
Dan, you are such a turd. This is why I don't let you on streams anymore.
October Blood.
October Blood.
He has like the attention span of a goldfish. So, what other movies do you guys want to talk about that you've seen this year that are standing out to you? I don't know if you consider it a horror, but we saw King Kong.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. Like, I'm really excited to see where the Godzilla King Kong universe kind of goes into.
Yeah, I was disappointed by that stinger everyone made a big fuss about.
Yeah. If it was a standalone remake, then I think it would have been a little disappointing because, I mean, it wasn't a whole lot different than the Peter Jackson one we had not too long ago. And even the monster that it fights at the end was not probably even as cool as the three-fingered Rexes, that the Ultra Rexes or whatever they were that we had in the Peter Jackson. Which those three fingers were, the Jackson one was an homage to the old movie, but it was a mistake that they had three fingers. And then in the new movie, they have the little, the same monsters from the old one. They was climbing up the cliff, but now they're like bigger and they look better with the effects. But they've actually, in both of those new remakes, they've brought monsters from the original back. They just kind of made bigger deals of them.
I think I don't know. Kong, I mean, I think if you want to see Kong, you want to see it because there's action. You want to see cool effects, and you're gonna get that. I think if you're going into it and you want a deep story or to know the inner workings of Kong's brain, then I don't know. Did you watch the wrong fucking trailer? Because that's not what it's about. So I mean, you get what they promised. One. Yeah.
Did everyone like the last one? What was
the Peter Jackson one? Oh no, I hated that.
Yeah.
It was Beauty killed the Beast.
I like anything he touches, so that's fine.
But it was too long.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that was barftastic.
I wanted
that bullshit where
I
they're
wanted
like,
a high budget remake of Meet the Feebles by Peter Jackson,
The-
just like
the-
with like giant all these special effects like he put into the Lord of the Rings and King Kong. But I wanted him to redo his own movie, Meet the Feebles, just make it go on for 5 hours.
where
I
they're all
wanna
like
say,
sitting on the ice together, and they're all like on this weird giant monkey
Yeah,
Naomi Watts
that-
love thing.
No, I liked it. It's just really long, like a lot of Peter Jackson.
What did you
movies.
say, Lee?
I thought was done really well. Like I cried when I saw that. That scene was very emotional. But
Aw.
it took a long time
the-
to get to that.
The last one, or
The Peter Jackson one.
yeah,
Peter Jackson.
I'm with you there. I'm with you there.
It was sad. It was really sad.
You guys are haters.
I liked it. I think this new one, like I said, it wasn't enough different from the Peter
It
Jackson
was
one.
fun.
If it was a standalone movie, it would have probably been a little disappointing. But I like that it's just trying to build up to a Godzilla King Kong type
Yeah.
thing where it's like giant Avengers. Like they're just gonna be huge. Maybe I'll get that Rampage movie. They just need to make a giant wolf now. So-
Well, they made King Kong like 4 times bigger. in this
Yes. It's the biggest he's ever been.
Yeah.
Except with the exception of the Toho one when he fought Godzilla the original time. Because Toho made King Kong way bigger and they made Godzilla a little smaller so they could fight.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're doing this time too. They had to make King Kong way bigger. I think that's why there was no love interest with him and the woman, because he's like way bigger now. It's like she would look like a bug to him. Like earlier it was like a Barbie doll to him, but now it's like an ant to him almost.
And
It's like,
the
You
chat's
guys
talking
ever
about Phoenix Forgotten. You guys haven't seen that yet, have you?
No.
No,
It's
I just wrote
supposed
it
to
down
be
by
out
myself.
on VOD, but I have not been able to find it anywhere. So I really want
I
to
think
see.
it might be out.
I really want to see the Lure though, which is I just found that on VOD. So that's got killer mermaids in it, like these true mermaid sisters. And
I've heard that that's actually pretty good.
yeah, I've heard
Because
it's
I expected
great.
it to be bad, but I've heard it's
And
pretty good.
I
Or is that,
finally
or is it
got
the
it.
Sirens or whatever?
It's
Two movies.
It's mermaids. I mean, it's called the Lure. It's got a picture of a mermaid on it. But killer
I-
mermaids.
But there's
I'm
also
pretty
the Sirens
sold on
one.
the Killer Mermaid. So
Well, there's
And
Siren
there's
that
this
came out
really
last year.
good, Australian short about killer mermaids. Well, no, not killer mermaids, but about a guy who's like, I'm just going to tell you the story. It's a guy who's like obsessed
Is he a
with
merman?
it's really good. This guy's obsessed with this mermaid, and he like has to catch it. And like I'm pretty sure his wife is like in the house, and he like sets up this thing for this mermaid. He gets it, and he's like,
He
you
sets
know,
up a
feeding
thing
it
like an
every day.
aquarium?
It's like a little like kiddie pool, pretty much. And he's like,
This is
looking
fucked
after
up.
the mermaid. Wait. And then at the end, his wife comes in, and you see stuff through her eyes, and it's actually just a girl, and he's like cut her up and stuff. It's so good. Yeah, I'll try and find it.
You need to
It's
send
like,
me a
I
link.
can't remember what it's called, but it's
You
an
can post
Australian
a link
short
in the
film.
chat because that's what that little wrench thing means. It means they're like you can post links because I made
yeah, I
it.
posted a link to that Wolfie's
I
just fine
gave
a
you
second
that
ago.
power.
Because you're, but use it wisely.
I think Drumdums has the power too. I
With,
give the
with
power
great
out.
power comes great responsibility.
I got the power.
Anyways, here's
I
a
got
link
the
for the
power!
World Cup.
Now let's just take a break and all sing the snap song.
October blood.
Oh my God, Lee!
Yes, over blood.
Lee, you're encouraging him. You
Sorry.
don't know how bad he is.
Me and Lee
I'm
just
feeding
need to hang out
October
someday.
Blood quota.
I need to just fly down to Atlanta. or
Yours is to
Georgia or
have a
wherever.
night of randomness. I would challenge anybody to follow the conversation if you two were left alone. Just go
Oh, I
over to
know.
weird places.
All right, well,
Emma and I
let's set
are
up the
consistent. At least we
future.
consistently find our way to
I need
dongs
to
every
like
time.
speed-based drugs for that.
We'll get a random Ross and me and Lee, and we'll just have a random
Whatever.
stream.
Whatever. Emma's gonna come visit me. We're gonna get tattoos. We're talking
yeah.
about dongs because we're
Oh.
predictable.
I'm down.
See, that's what's great, chat, about Emma and I is you know what you're getting, and we're pretty reliable girls. Like eventually, we're probably gonna talk about some foreign horror. We're probably gonna talk about dongs, and it's gonna be a good time.
So nobody's mentioned the great Bye Bye Man that came out this year.
I was gonna
I
actually
didn't
talk
watch
about
that.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Isn't it awful? Isn't that the consensus?
Yeah, that's the consensus.
It's a consensus.
What I love about it, though, what I love is on so many people's anticipated list, they put the Bye Bye Man, and I saw the trailer. I'm like, that looks like the worst piece of shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then the same people posted the reviews like, oh, it was so shitty, and I'm just like, what did you expect?
What trailer did you see for it?
The
You
Bye
didn't
Bye
even trailer?
Man. Nobody like that sounds like something a 3-year-old made up. The Bye Bye Man.
It's
It
Come
makes you
on.
go bye-bye, and that's scary.
Were all the cool slasher names taken? Did he get the bottom of the
Yes.
barrel name?
It's not even the...
Why is it? Is there a reason that he's called that?
Makes you go bye-bye?
Who cares?
Apparently, it's loosely based on some book where, I guess, according to Foundflix, Foundflix did do a great review on it. And if you guys haven't subscribed to Foundflix, which, I mean, you probably are. But if you haven't, he's great. And he was talking about how it's connected to some kind of a book. And to understand a lot of the mythology, you have to have read this book that nobody's read. So I think that's ridiculous in itself.
Isn't that like super shit when they're like, they have to convince you to read the book so you get the movie, and the movie ends up like if the story is that bad, why would they even make it into
They
a movie?
didn't even promote the book, though. This was like a little known thing. So it's just ridiculous.
It's fucking annoying.
It is fucking annoying.
That was like the worst time we ever went to the theater. We saw the side or whatever,
Yeah.
and then it goes to black and it says, "Go to our website if you want to see the ending." It's like
That was all kinds
Hey,
of
we're looking at the
bull.
devil inside.
Oops.
Isn't that the British film?
Oh
Am
God,
I thinking
no.
of something else?
No,
no, it's
okay.
a found
It was a
footage
shitty American
exorcism
film.
film. It's a found
Oh.
footage exorcism film, and like they get
It
in a
was
car
a
wreck
while
at the
ago.
end. They get in a
I
car
know.
wreck very end, and then it like after it scrolls black, it says check out our website to find out what happened. I'm like, I just fucking paid to see your fucking movie, and now I have to go to your
What?
website to see
What does
what
that
happened.
even mean?
It
They
means
Did you
were-
go
they
though?
get- No, I didn't. I said fuck
You
them.
went though, didn't you?
So they don't give you the ending of the movie?
No, they get in a car
No,
wreck.
no,
and
no,
there's not even glass. Their car goes head-on collision with a semi and gets flipped over, and like there's no glass even breaking or anything. I don't know how their car is that sturdy. And then all of a sudden, go to the devil inside like website to find out what happened. I was like, fuck your movie.
Yeah,
I want
that's-
my money back. You didn't even give me your full movie. I paid for this.
That's stupid.
That's
Paid for a
awful. Is it an independent film? I've never.
It was in
No,
theaters.
it was a
did-
big
No,
theatrical
I
Yeah.
remember
film.
it came to theaters. It was one of
That's
those
so
where
fucking weird.
it was
It had
January.
one cool exorcism scene in it, but not enough for that to be a
I
good
need to look
movie. It
this
was
up.
still shit.
Did you guys see the one with Eric Bana? The possession movie
Which one?
years ago?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, no, I saw that one.
What did you think of that one?
I don't think I saw
I
that one.
don't know.
Yeah, it was okay.
That's the one-
The exorcism scene was pretty good, but it was.
Wait, are you
What
talking
was
about
it
the devil
called?
inside and then?
No, I don't remember the name of it.
It's not The Devil Inside. The Devil Inside's crap. It's really bad. It's a
Yeah.
big theatrical movie, and I can't
That's
remember who did it.
2012, right?
Yeah,
I'm
but it was
fucking
like
confused.
by the people who do like Insidious and all that crap. It's that kind of a
Yeah.
movie. It's crap.
He's like a
I didn't
cop.
think it should have been rated that badly, to be
found
honest.
footage.
I mean, it wasn't great, but wait, what is the one you're talking about?
The
Is
least
it called The Devil
popular-
Inside?
No,
The one that you
look at-
saw?
There might be two same title, two different
This
movies.
is very confusing.
No, I
to me.
don't think it's called The Devil Inside. Hold on.
you're talking
Let me
about
just
something
look up-
else, not The
Wait.
Devil Inside.
Eric.
What's the
Bana.
one that you're talking about with Eric Bana?
I'm looking it up.
Because
Hold
he's
on,
one
hold
of he's one of us. One of us.
Yeah.
Australian.
Google. Wait,
It's all
Australian.
people.
on. Eric Bana's like one of my favorite actors, and he
All
just
good
doesn't
actors.
get the respect he deserves.
Yeah, he is the guy who did the Hulk, right?
Yeah.
I really liked him in Time Traveler's Wife, which is my favorite book, and I love the movie a lot too.
Deliver us from evil.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yes. Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
I've heard of that one now that you mentioned
He
it.
was recently in the King Arthur movie that just came out.
Did you ever watch Chopper?
Chopper?
Hmm?
Is that about a dog?
The big deal. It's an Australian film that he's in, and it's based on like a criminal that's like a big deal here. You should definitely check it out. It's a really good movie. He does really
Yeah,
well in it.
I heard about that one.
Yeah.
He did that pre-Hulk, didn't he?
Yeah. This was like what made him in Australia. I'm pretty sure.
But
Those
he's
are like 2000.
Australian, right? So didn't his parents
on.
make him?
No, we made him.
More Disney jokes.
You're derailing the chat.
Cash me outside. How about that?
Actually, I have seen Deliver Us from Evil. I'm looking that up. I saw
Yeah.
that. That's 2014.
Deliver Us from
Okay.
Evil is good. It's a Devil Inside that's crap.
Didn't even have an
tell
ending. I was just
something,
so
but yeah.
pissed.
Danny, are you
Like, I
paying
wanted to
attention
throw
to the
stuff
chat?
at her.
People have been like trying to message you, and you're all
I can't
like,
even get to the YouTube page anymore.
really?
Yeah, it won't even open up.
Who's trying to message me?
They wanted your page or something, but I just said you're on Horror Addicts, so there. Unless you want to see his
so-
wrestling videos.
We don't even need to be live. I like chatting with you guys.
We're live.
This is true.
No,
We're live, pal. I messed that up. We can edit that in post, right? No, we're live, pal.
Another one we saw and we did a review for, so we're actually like on the ball with this one, is Rings.
Yeah. We
I
did that.
thought Rings got undue shit from a lot of people. It's not that bad, guys. Come on, it's not as bad as The Ring 2.
It's not great. No, it's not.
Rings 2 was way better.
Actually, you know what's
No,
funny
Ring
is I
2
really
no.
hated The Ring 2 when it came out, and I just bought it just so I could kind of complete my collection, and I rewatched it, and now it's not as bad as it
No,
was.
you're an addict when you have to buy a DVD that you
Yeah.
hate to complete your collection.
But I
It's true.
rewatched it, and
It's
it's not as bad as I remembered it. Like when I
I
first
don't
watched it, though, I saw it
remember
at the theater, and I think my
You're
expectations
lucky,
were
Lee,
so
you're
high.
lucky.
Yeah.
And all I remembered from it was like the CGI deer and stuff. But it's not that bad. It's just not what I thought.
It's
it was
not
going
memorable.
at.
I think that's
Yeah.
the
But
situation.
Rings
CGI
isn't
deer,
bad
they're
either,
horrible.
and I
Rings
think
is awful.
it is not that bad. It's
I
not
thought
great.
it was
I'm not
so
going to tell anybody
bad.
it's great, but I mean, I think there's some good. I like that they have a mystery in it again. I mean, it's got good stuff in it. Vincent D'Onofrio is great in it.
Yeah, I was just about to say Vincent D'Onofrio, the Kingpin from Daredevil. That guy is just awesome, and that was one of the best performances I've ever seen in a while. I don't want to. I don't give a shit. Spoil it away. He's evil. He's evil
Have
as
you-
fuck,
you've
and it's
seen it,
crazy.
Lee?
Yeah, he's evil.
What did
But,
you think, Lee?
yeah.
Huh?
What'd you think? Did you
What
hate
did you
it?
think?
We're all sitting
You're
here
getting
wanting to know what
I
you
didn't
think,
hate it.
Lee.
I thought it had like moments that were like interesting.
I think
but-
studios ruined it. Like,
yeah, I
the
think
studios.
Yeah.
I think
The
they had a
thing
pretty
is-
good film, but then the studios had their way, and it came out like, oh, poor
discount
you.
One
Yeah.
of the biggest complaints I've
Couldn't
heard about
walk right.
Rings that I think is a little unfair. I hear a lot of people say
Is
that.
that the main chick is awful?
Yeah, people say she's
Yes.
awful and her line delivery is awkward. And I think maybe the casting is bad, but she isn't that bad. If you look at her emotions and stuff, she's good.
Awful.
She's Italian.
Yeah,
she
she
speaks
ruins-
English as a second language, so her line delivery is going to be awkward. But I wish they would have worked that into her character so it was more apparent, because I don't think she was that bad.
I think she was
think
cool, and I think that the dialogue was really bad, and
Yeah, it's true.
her whole character was awful because
I don't
all
like
she
how
did
she was
care about
so
a fucking
obsessed with her
boyfriend.
boyfriend. Like, get a life, girl.
And she just
She wasn't even
didn't
that
think
cute.
for herself, and that's not what Rings is about. Well, that's what The
False.
Ring is about. The Ring is about a chick who's like very complicated and her relationship with her son, and now it's turned into this girl that's obsessed with her boyfriend. It's like completely taking away the whole reason I love the original is that it's about a complicated female. It's not all romantic. Sure, she has like some moments with her ex, but this one, what the hell? It's like all about the guy, and I hate that.
Well, my
Sorry,
whole life
I'm
I've
just-
always wanted to see Samara
okay.
come out of TV, and that happened. So
I'm just glad that David from Roseanne's still getting work, you know?
But-
yeah,
He was on the Big Bang Theory, and that kept him going, and now he got to be in a movie. I'm happy.
I do
with
have to say, in defense of the plot, I mean, she's a young 20-something, and I'm so glad I'm out of my 20s just because I remember a lot of my girlfriends were like that.
Red
They would get so obsessed with a guy, and you know it's unfortunately characteristic for some people in their early 20s to get so wrapped up in a relationship.
But
that
I
they
don't want to
think is
see a
so
movie
important.
about it. If I
Me
wanted to see
neither.
that, I'd watch a fucking, romantic
Rom-com.
comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, but it had it had like oozy goose. Honestly, I think the worst parts of it were like the airplane and stuff. I thought those were some.
I was,
yeah,
I was
that's
actually
fine.
keen on that because I wanted to see what would happen. I thought that was interesting that would, because sometimes you think, what if this happened in this situation?
I want to see more of like what happens because I mean they've played with it in a few of them now. They've played with it in Sadako versus Kayako, which I loved, and we haven't talked about that yet, but I love that one.
still haven't seen that.
So
I need to
freaking
watch that.
good. It's on Shudder. But they've played
don't
with
have
it in
Shudder.
a lot where it gets uploaded to like YouTubers streaming service, and I wish somebody would just go ahead and make a movie about it. I mean, because then it's pretty much unstoppable.
make a movie.
I like the idea of her coming out on a plane. I just think that it was so studiously made that it just sucked ass, and there was no payoff. It just like goes like it just cuts to the next scene. It's like, what the fuck? If you're gonna like,
that's very true.
you're gonna boil the broth, let me like taste the soup. It's I don't know. It's like,
Would you guys like me to call you back and see if I can fix the buffering issues?
is there buffering issues?
Yeah, you're not reading the chat at all. Everyone's been talking about it for the last like.
How many viewers have you had, man?
This should be called the buffering
3.
game.
The first one was before the chat, so it didn't count.
I'm gonna see if I can connect my Ethernet as well. Hang on 1 second.
There you go.
Chris Fawcett, what's up? That guy,
It's finally
cool. He gives us lots of
comments to the YouTube page.
Well, unfortunately on mine, it's the Skype that's taking it. I mean, another thing I can do, it might make it more difficult for you. Oh no, I could stop taking. That won't make a difference.
It's going now.
Out of 10, let us know in the chat how bad it is.
If it's bad, guys, I can call them back. Because the other thing I can do is in YouTube, you can set a setting for
This is smart.
less buffering. Brocky, Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
I know why. Jess is at the front door.
What did
That's
Brocky do?
disgusting.
No, Brocky
Rocky
farted.
Jess. Oh, he puked.
It's like the most awful dog
Yes,
fart I've ever
what?
smelled, and this is a small room. Oh my God!
And now everyone online knows about it.
Jesus Christ, Brocky!
Undead Jess in the house. Our horror cousin. It's on some.
Okay. Okay, we're not interesting enough.
3 times.
He's gonna go to bed. He had a hard
Oh,
day.
he can't hear anything anyway, can he?
No, he can't.
Yeah, that's awkward.
Yeah.
You want me to bring up another movie?
Yeah, do it.
Yes.
I'm not a fan. Let's see. Hold on. Which one did I just saw?
I got a really big movie.
Did
Hold
you
on.
see Sadako versus Kayako? That's another one.
No, I want
Okay,
to.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
a lot of fun. We just posted a review on that if you guys are curious. It's fun. I mean, it knows what it is. All the marketing for it was just ridiculous. Like, they knew it was a silly concept and they just ran with it. And it's ridiculous. But it's still what I like about it. I like a movie that can be fun, but where the characters still believe they're in a real terrifying situation. When the characters are kind of in on the joke, then it just becomes a farce. But the characters are serious, and they're really great characters. They have these 2 exorcists in there that were just awesome, just total badasses.
Little blind girl.
Yeah, one of the guy in it is the guy who was the returning champion in Battle Royale, and he was great in that. He's great in this, and this is a fun movie.
Cool.
The ending is pretty stupid, but not so stupid it ruins it.
So,
Can I bring up like an older movie that I just
Do it.
recently saw for the
Yes.
first time?
Of course.
Return of the Living Dead 3.
Oh, part 3.
I love it.
That's
Yeah,
It was so good.
Corey likes that one a
that's
lot.
my favorite one.
I loved it so
The
much.
glass girl. She has all the glass shards in her.
I think it's because I saw that in the 90s when I was like old enough that I was finally starting to go to Blockbuster by myself and making my own discoveries. And I don't know how old I was, but I saw that one. It was the first one I'd seen. Actually, no, I'd seen the first one on television, but I brought it home, and it was also about a girl, which was, appealing to me at the time. But yeah, I've always just had a special fondness for that one.
Yeah, I just found it so like fresh and unique, even for today.
And the
Cool.
makeup is fantastic.
Oh, fantastic! It made me think of Warm Bodies, that just came out, which I didn't like. I didn't like that much, but this one was.
I like it, but I like the book so much more. The book is really, really good. The book is just fantastic
That
writing.
chick's Australian, isn't she? She was the chick who was in Berlin.
In it, but the
yeah,
guy
it's
who
just
wrote Warm Bodies is from Seattle. And he's really young, but very talented. Isaac Marion.
Mm. I preferred Breathers, but okay.
There is kind of the same concept. There's a book called Breathers by S.G. Brown that I would like to see made into a movie, but they probably do all of the same stuff. But it's so strange. They live in this world where it's normal that people die and come back as zombies. It happens on occasion. And this guy goes back to his wife and his family, and they just find him to be very,
he stays down in the wine
They're very
cellar.
put out by him. So they make him go to the wine cellar, and he has to go to Undead Anonymous, and they get treated like second-class citizens. They can't go to the same places as normal living folk, and it's really sad, but he ends up meeting a girl at his breathers, like Undead Anonymous group, and they kind of
Oh my god, that sounds so interesting.
They end up finding out, and they're slowly decaying stuff too. But they find out that if they eat,
they have to drink a lot of cleaners.
They find out that if
they drink a lot of cleaners.
You want to tell the story, Dan?
Yeah, they drink a lot of cleaners to keep them from decaying. He drinks a lot of alcohol because he's got to constantly drink.
Yeah, they
so
take like cleaners and stuff, or there's a lot of things that can. They try to make themselves look better, but they end up finding out that if you eat the breathers, you eat the living people, then you actually look pretty good. And so they decided that they're going to start doing that.
If you eat human flesh, you kind of actually heal. You actually
heal and are almost
body
alive.
Starts, instead of being healed by love, and like warm bodies where they're healed by love.
Yeah.
And breathers, they're healed by eating human flesh.
Yeah, the movie didn't convey that story as well. The book Warm Bodies is not so much a love story as the movie is. It's more like if you can remember what it is about your life that made you feel alive, then you can kind of bring that into your undead self. But the problem with the dead people is they get stuck into a routine. So like if you died and you were a janitor at the airport, you don't even know why you're doing it anymore. So you need to snap yourself out of it, so to speak. And you do that by remembering who you are. So if your passion was your dog when you were alive, then think about your dog. If it was a girl, think about the girl. You know, it's just the movie kind of got tunneled into a romantic bend, but I still enjoyed it.
What I liked about it is that she was still, when she was dead, she was still like almost like a full-on human, and she kind of gradually. The only thing was she just craved human flesh or brains, but she still acted like a normal human. And I kind of like that. It was kind of interesting. And I love your background with the bathroom.
What are you guys talking about? The bathroom?
Yeah, and your back.
Who's in the bathroom?
What?
No, your background.
What background?
My background? I'm an old blue-haired lady. Yes, thank you.
Oh, Gory's background or Emma's?
I worked really hard on this room. When we moved in here, I painted the walls orange, and I got decals all over the wall, and then I put up all our autographs and memorabilia.
Oh,
that's so hectic.
So it's just like kind of my nerd paradise.
That's insane, man.
I just got like Harley Quinn and Gwenpool.
Got some wine bottles.
Like
and Mega Man and Son of Zorn, or well, just Zorn, but it's from the show Son of Zorn.
Yeah.
Oh, I also got Wizard Cartman.
So what movies are you guys looking forward to?
Alien. We were just talking about that in the chat.
Yeah, I
want to see that one.
The new Alien looks a little different. It looks like almost kind of like a slasher take on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to go see that. I want to see it right now. Well, the first Alien is basically a slasher movie.
Yeah, but the first Alien is more of like your Halloween, where it's like slowly going through the ship. This one looks more like a Friday the 13th, where there's like a lot of action and there's some boobs and then there's some screaming and then on to the next one. So I don't know what this is.
If we're lucky, it's a healthy mix of 1 and 2. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
I don't ever expect an Alien movie to be as good as those first 2. Those ones are just amazing. But I don't care. I just want to see xenomorphs kill people. If they can show me a good xenomorph killing people and not get too carried away with other stuff, I'm going to deem it a success. So.
What did you guys think of Prometheus?
I didn't like it.
I like it.
I like it, but it's really long and it's almost, I don't know, it's pretentious Prometheus.
Yeah. Did you see it in the cinema?
It could have. Yes, we saw it in the theater, and it has some really awesome stuff. I loved when like that machine like pulls does like a pregnancy to get the thing out of her. That was cool. Insane. There's some really cool stuff in the movie. I liked it, but I still wanted a little more xenomorph in it to be happy with it. But I don't know.
Hey, we're lucky
it wasn't bad.
He didn't want any stuff in it until right before they released it. That's why they put the in at the end.
What did you? So you liked it?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, I love Prometheus.
Yay!
It's fantastic. I mean, I liked that it was something different, because we constantly would get the same type of alien film every time, and then this thing came along and they wanted to explain the space jockey. They offered some new and interesting thing, kind of the DNA of what brought the xenomorph in. I just love it.
I wanted a little more of that.
I like.
Yeah, I'm just glad it wasn't like a pyramid in Antarctica and PG-13. So
Dan, I noticed your mic's heading out
that's my
a
least
little
favorite
bit.
movie. Is it?
Yeah,
I don't have like a mic that's.
it's in your
physical, so I don't know
webcam. Are you guys
how-
hearing his mic cut out a bit?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, on and off. But I'm getting like the lag anyway, and I thought it's.
Dan,
I guess
how
maybe
about
it's
you
because
just
it's
come up
from
here and
Skype.
sit with me? And that would be one less person on the Skype, and it would make it
So
work
not
better. Because I don't usually have this problem with 3
Aw.
people, but 4 is a lot.
Okay.
Come on.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
He'll be back.
We're gonna see you in a second. We don't have to go by. Walk down the hall.
No.
Yes, you are. You're coming upstairs, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, you better.
No.
Well, then we'll just have to. Oh my
Such a
god!
tease.
What a turd! You
What a
better come
damn
up
turd.
here. I
Whoa,
know,
I've
right?
lost sound.
I can hear you.
Oh my god, how come I can't hear you guys? Okay, I'm gonna fix this quietly. But I can't hear you guys right now.
Okay.
I don't know if that was my thing.
Oh no, he left.
Preferences.
It's just me and you, Gory.
Sound. Oh, you know why? Because it's just changed my speaker to my mic. I don't know why. Okay, there you go. I can hear you. Okay.
Ah,
You guys can
nuts.
speak.
Now- Here, let's take like a 5-minute break. Is that cool with you guys? And I'll fix my windows up and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Is that cool? Actually,
Yep.
you know what? You guys, I would need to use the screen anyway, so just go ahead and just talk, and your windows are just going to be wonky.
Okay.
Tell Dan to come back.
Hey, Gunley.
Good, how you doing, man?
Dan, come upstairs
Oh my god.
now. Do
Okay,
it.
so what other movie? What's another movie you saw this? Wait, you're going through your top 20 or whatever you have on Letterboxd.
I can go to my letterboxd. Hold on.
Mm.
So,
I love Letterboxd.
Oh,
Sponsor
it's-
us.
it
Sponsor
great?
us. Yeah.
I can create lists. I can do all kinds of
It's
things.
really handy. Wait, that's.
It
I like
is.
the watch list. That's the thing that I like to add it to that because then every time I'm like, oh, I want to watch a movie and I can't figure out what I want to watch. It's right there.
I tell you what, I'll go to my watch list and I'll tell you what I want to watch. How about that?
Yeah, let's do that. I'll show you
Fun.
mine too.
All right, I got Beyond the Gates. Have you guys
Oh my god!
seen
Oh, that's
yes.
good.
No, I
I saw
haven't,
that
but
one.
it?
I want to see that too. I need to have that on my watch list.
I got The Loved Ones.
Oh, the Loved
You
Ones
still
is
see The
so
Loved
good.
Ones?
No, I
And
haven't
that's
seen
an
it.
Aussie film.
Represent Australian.
Isn't this fun? All right,
Oh,
Yeah.
such a good movie. I finally got that on DVD because it's not on Blu-ray, but
yeah, who's the director of? He recently directed Devil's Candy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. I see. I got Ingrid Goes West. That's one I want.
I haven't heard
It's
of
got
that
all-
one.
Oh my god, I've got that on mine too.
Yeah, it's got Aubrey
Crazy.
Plaza.
You're waiting for it to come out. It has what's her name? Elizabeth Olsen. Is that her name?
I think you said Aubrey
Yeah.
Plaza, right?
Yeah, I love Aubrey Plaza.
She was
That's
in
what- sorry.
Life After Beth.
Yeah, I have that movie on Blu-ray actually.
Yeah.
I like Elizabeth Olsen. She's in heaps, but
Silent House.
Yeah, but she's
I'm a
Olsen
big fan
twins
of Life After Beth.
sister.
Yeah. Like their little sister.
I liked her.
I like her.
She was also in Kill Your
Godzilla.
Darlings. Oh, I really liked. Have you guys seen the Marcy May Marlene?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
If you
that's
like
real
that
good.
movie, have you seen Faults?
No, I haven't. False.
It's really good.
Faults?
Yeah, Faults. It's got Mary Elizabeth Winstead in it, and it's so
Oh, I'm
good.
in.
This
I'm writing
couple
that down.
goes to this guy who is supposed to be great at. He's supposedly successfully deprogrammed people who've been in cults, and
I'm gonna
he's
Oh, I'm all about this.
he's their last hope because their daughter has been in this cult called Faults, and she's Mary
I got
Elizabeth Winstead. So he says, okay, this is going to go wrong. It's going to go really wrong. So we need everything to go as planned. And he's doing this because they're offering him a lot of money. And he's like, he's such a weird character. Like,
It looks interesting.
he does these cons and stuff to like try and get free meals and stuff. I mean, he's basically a con artist, but he does apparently know about cults. And it's so cool because they basically kidnap Mary Elizabeth Winstead. They put her in a hotel room and they have to like isolate her and everything. But she kind of begins to turn the tables on him, and it's really clever and really cool.
Cool. Don't. I'm so excited. I'm gonna watch that.
I just added it.
It's on Netflix.
Same. I just added it
It's
to
on
mine. Well, it's
Netflix?
probably on your
Yes.
Netflix. It's not on my Netflix.
Well,
my
I'm
Netflix is very different to your Netflix.
What does it look like? Does it still look like Netflix? Is it still red and
Yeah,
white?
yeah. But I just don't have any. Like, I have 10% of the films that you guys have.
What? That's
Cause story of my life.
Everyone in the
Um,
chat, tell Danny to come upstairs and sit with me. There's another chair here.
What is he doing? Is he
He's
just like?
he's like, I'm just
having
gonna sit in the
fun
chat.
now?
I feel terrible now. I feel like I kicked him off.
Go
Poor guy.
upstairs, Danny. What else have you got, Lee?
Personal shopper.
I haven't
my God.
seen that yet, but I finally found a copy of it. So
But I don't know if you guys will like it. It's very like hit and miss with people because it's so weird. Like it's
Well-
not a traditional story.
it's like a ghost story, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say mildly. It's not like, yeah, I don't know. It's one that you'll have to really like get into. So make sure you watch it in like with no distractions because I think it really adds to it. Because it's not that it's hard to follow, but it's hard to get into. I would say. It's
I watched
interesting.
the trailer for it, and I almost got the vibe like this might not be horror, even though
It's not
kind of-
really. It's kind
Yeah.
of thriller,
Isn't
but it's
she,
only
like,
got.
trying to
It's one of
connect
those
with her-
movies that kind of coast and then it has scary parts.
Yeah. I got Girl with All the Gifts. Have you seen that one?
I need to read that book.
I'm trying
So my-
to come all around to wanting to see it. I loved the book, and the trailer pissed me off, so I've like been putting it off.
Really?
Well, because the book, it was so fun to read that book because you're not supposed to know she's a fucking zombie, you know. And the cover of the book,
spoiler.
nothing spoils that. Nothing spoils that. And so when I read it, I was like, "What is this? Is this like a Professor Xavier school? What's going on?" And that was the big fun of the first half of the book is you don't know till halfway. That's the midpoint twist.
I meant to be reading the book, but thank you.
And then the trailers automatically just kind of, oh, she's a zombie. And I was just like, if you throw that in there, then how is this any different than any other zombie thing? But in the book, it's half a book of getting to know these characters, getting to see why she loves this teacher and how this teacher loves her and this unique relationship and this very strange community. And then it becomes about zombies. But I just kind of turned off by the fact that they're just throwing it out there. But I hear it's good, so I'm going to watch it.
Mm.
Yeah. I
Have you
kinda
guys
don't
seen
wanna
it?
watch now.
No, I'm meant to be reading the book for my book club.
You're in a
So-
book club?
Yeah,
Why
but
do
like,
you
we don't
have,
really read the books.
Why do you have this like whole life outside of me? I thought we were supposed to be like best friends.
Yeah, well, you know, I gotta live over here. I don't just sit.
Whatever.
here.
She doesn't really even
What's
want to
the
be
next
my best
one?
friend. How come we don't have a book club?
Because I don't read enough. I didn't even finish the first book that was in my book club.
You don't read
But
enough? Are you kidding me?
I don't. I need to.
I feel so
don't
bad
read
because
it.
the first thing I did online actually was I had a book blog. And
Really?
then I was gonna do a YouTube thing with it, and I didn't. And then Danny did this, and now I hardly ever like read anything, and I've just gone way behind.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I just don't have time to read. Like, for me, I'm not that fast of a reader, so it would probably take me a week to read a book, at least, you know? And that's
Yeah,
like
I read pretty fast. I can usually finish a book in a few days, but especially if it's a good book, like I have a hard time putting them down. But that means
I have a hard time picking them up.
I don't know, like right now, reading is like so backburnered right now because especially after Crypticon, I need to finish the book I'm writing, and so I need to make that our priority because I've got the rough draft done, and then I just kind of let it sit, and then I haven't done anything with it, and I kind of need to. My goal is to have it completely done by the end of the year, so then people can read it if they want to. You don't have to. You don't have to read my book.
I want to read it.
All right.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm going to need beta readers at the end of the year because it's going to be done edited by the end of the year.
Can you do an audiobook though?
You don't want to hear my voice for like 5 hours?
I do.
And then a
That's
werewolfy
exactly-
werewolf thing happened, and it was scary.
Scary. And
No.
then they fall.
No, I am way too self-conscious about my voice to do that. I'm trying to figure out why that stupid background, where it's coming from.
Vikinga's in here, so hi. Vikinga Lectoria, one of my favorite people on YouTube.
Oh, that's awesome.
Except for like me and
Yeah.
Lee and Danny.
She's from Mexico. What's the next one?
How about this one? Rupture.
I've heard mixed things about that. Have you guys seen it?
It's got
Rupture.
Yumi Repace, and I like her. So
There we go.
Rupture.
yeah, Rupture with Yumi. Is it Repace? Yumi Repace from Prometheus and Girl with the Dragon
Yeah.
Tattoo. Yeah,
A single mom tries to break free from a mysterious organization that is abducted. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll add it.
Check out
to
the
my-
trailer, Emma. I think you'll like it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it looks very kind of unique, you know.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm adding it to my watch list.
There
You got any other ones for me?
No,
That's
I don't
on
know.
our Netflix.
Oh, I watched that. That's awful.
Is it
That's
awful?
Yeah,
Is it bad?
I've seen that. That's on Netflix, yeah. It's awful.
It's on our Netflix here too.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Oh, okay. So let me remove it then.
Have you guys seen Trash Fire?
Yes.
Oh.
I've seen it. It's on Netflix.
It's weird. It's hard to say if like I really call it a horror or not. I mean, it's unsettling. It has that one gal who is super cute in Final Girls in it, but I don't know. It's got some really twisted humor, but the characters are completely unlikable.
Are you talking about
I don't-
Thaisa Formiga?
No,
That's
The
what's
gal
her
who
face's
was, like,
daughter.
the-
That always
the-
trips me out.
the one.
No,
who
that's her
was-
sister.
It's her sister. Yeah.
Oh, sister.
They're-
Sorry, sister.
They have
The
like
fuck is-
six,
yeah, it's even weirder.
I thought she was her daughter too.
Yeah.
I want
No,
them
no,
to
I-
play mother and daughter in something. In fact, Thaisa Formiga is going to be in God, I'm totally drawing a blank.
The Nun.
Hey, Dino's here.
Oh no, We Have Always Lived in the Castle, which is about two sisters, and I thought, how cool would it be to get Vera Farmiga in that, and she's not in it, so I think that's weird.
Yeah, she's going to be in the Conjuring spinoff, right? Thaisa?
Barf.
You don't like the Conjuring?
I hate the Conjuring movies with the fiery passion of 1,000 suns. They can suck my.
Now we know he has a dick. We were confused before, but it makes sense.
Okay, well, for starters, they're
Why do you hate
so. For starters, one, they're glossy bullshit Blumhouse movies. Two,
Okay.
they are so nauseatingly sugary sweet. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're so in love. Barf. Two, they're completely not based on any kind of facts. If you guys know anything about the real people, that's
Oh, yeah.
so
With
far
the real
removed from
people,
the
like a
truth.
little bit of. I don't. Isn't
Yeah.
aren't they super sketch?
They are super sketch, and that's
Okay,
one of
cool.
the things that's really upsetting about it. And especially if you even watch like things, you
Right.
can even find them on YouTube. Like the woman who actually lives in the Conjuring house, she's posted many videos about all the bullshit in that movie. How
Oh,
it's about making money. And then the biggest thing of all, why does like both these movies now have to blame everything on the witches? Kiss my butt, you freaking like Bible thumpers! Oh my god! Oh, of course it's gonna be a witch's fault. Oh, and she's a witch and she believes in Satan. Because that's not even a possibility. Witches don't even believe in Satan. Whoa!
Oh my god, chill.
I'm done now.
I like
I'm
the
done.
nun
Fine.
though.
Fine.
She was creepy. I don't like the second. To be honest, is it the second or the third one? How many fucking Conjurings are there?
There's
Two.
There's two.
Two. Okay, the second one I didn't like. I thought it was a bit of a snooze fest.
Yeah, I like the first one. I didn't like the second one.
Well,
Except for
and
the
Yeah.
the second one, like that story is so sketchy. How I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
like in the movie,
But I mean,
they tried to
isn't that the way
twist
it is?
it.
All Hollywood movies? Like,
But
all those true
The movie really puts a slant on it, so you think that she's faking it all, like for the good of their family. When, like, if you watch interviews with the real girl, like they're like giggling through it and stuff. It so seems like a thing. A couple of little
Oh, I
girls.
saw that.
Yeah,
She's full of shit.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
But it's amazing
Uh-uh.
that it made it all the way to, like, you know, national TV and all that stuff in the UK.
It is, but we have a different culture in the UK. I mean, the town I grew up in is very much like that. The town I grew up in Ipswich, and I remember in our local paper there was a whole story about a family that lived a few blocks away that has a ghost that would take care of their children and tuck them in at night and bring them their tea, and that was in the paper. Like,
The
we came
fuck?
from a very superstitious town, and I'm sure, where they are, I mean, I don't know, I think a lot of England's just more superstitious anyway, but certainly when I grew up in the 80s
I think
in
back then,
Ipswich,
yeah.
it was a little more acceptable. I mean, also Ghost Watch. I mean, everyone believed that, at least in England, and obviously that was just a show.
Yeah.
But so good.
So, what do you guys think about Insidious? Do you guys like Insidious?
No. I'm not going to go
It's
on
I
a
love
tangent.
Insidious. I love it.
I think that has good elements, and I do
Everyone hates
love Rose Byrne. I think she's fantastic. I like the guy who plays the dad. I like the story of Insidious 1. Insidious 2, I cannot flipping finish because it's boring. I like Insidious 3. Insidious 3 was good. Insidious 3 was good. I like that one. That's actually my favorite one.
Shay.
The problem I have with Insidious 1 is it would be so much creepier if they knew how to do their lighting. Having that guy that looks like Darth Maul there in broad daylight is not
Did that not scare
scary.
you?
Not
That
at all.
scared the fuck out of me
No.
at the cinema.
That was
I was
dumb.
not expecting it at all, but I saw Insidious and I didn't even know about it, and I went by myself because it was like playing, and I was just so surprised. But I think it's because I didn't have any of the hype. That scared the fuck out of me, and the title, the music, I love that kind of style. I thought it was really cool.
The title where it goes Insidious. Boom.
Yes.
You better be paying attention because this is a horror movie. Boom.
But what is that other one that also gets kind of lumped with them, even though it kind of has nothing to do with it? The one about the tapes in the attic.
Oh,
I love Sinister.
Yeah, I'm
Sinister's
not really a
good.
fan of Sinister.
Yeah, I like that
love
one.
Sinister.
It's
The
good.
first one is great.
Yeah.
We have so many different opinions than just the.
I know. I love it though.
Danny,
No, I
come
didn't.
upstairs.
Yeah, Danny, come upstairs.
Thursday. Hey, do you guys know about the Velisca axe murders?
I
The what?
have it, but I haven't watched it. Whenever
Wait,
No,
I
I
see
don't want
these.
to watch that movie. That movie looks like shit. But what I want,
Oh, I
want them to
watch
make an actual.
everything. I watch everything, even if it is shit.
I have a couple emails of those movies that they send you to watch, and it's tough,
Yeah.
It's rough times.
Yeah. You got
There are some that look like they're shit, but the concept's cool. Like The Dark Below, where the woman's stuck underneath the ice. That sounds cool. I haven't seen that yet.
The Dark Blow. That's the name of the movie.
There's one called The Dark Below, where a woman's stuck under the ice and there's a killer. I don't know. It sounds interesting.
There's a killer under the ice.
No, above the ice.
Oh.
Have
long
you
does
guys
that
seen The
last? Does
House
she not
on Willow
drown, or-
Street? I don't know, because she's got little pockets of air.
Okay, that's stretching it.
That was
For
the
an
movie
hour and a
on
half?
Netflix recently
you
about
guys-
the ice.
Hey, thanks, Dino.
I was like, what is that?
We gotta
Dino's
do
the
something for
best.
Dino, because Dino just gave us a really generous donation. Thank you so much, Dino. I don't know.
was
We've
so-
done the wave before. What should we do with Lee?
What
We've
happened?
rapped before. When someone gives us a donation, we try to do something to thank them.
Okay. What do we want to do?
Did you see that, Lee? I don't know if you
I didn't
even
see
know
it.
what happened. Okay, so Dino, Late Horror Show, Dino,
Yeah.
just gave a donation.
Nice. Who?
Yeah.
Wait. How does the donation work?
On live streams, they can hit a button and give you a donation during a live stream.
No
on
kidding.
Twitch. It's kind of a new thing.
I didn't know that.
Lee, do you rap?
I think you have to turn it on.
Lee,
Do I
you
rap?
Yeah.
Do I look like I rap?
I don't know. You look
Yes, you.
Yeah. I would believe that Gory raps.
I do.
Yeah. Do you? Do it.
I
Not by
need to see
myself.
that. Get that in life.
We'll do the.
Yeah.
Now there's so much pressure.
I'm so talented.
I know. I'll do like this.
Everyone's like, what do we do?
All right, fine. We'll just do the wave. All right, guys, we'll do the wave. Ready?
What are we doing?
The wave.
Oh, okay. I don't know where we are on the screens.
You did it perfect. Hey, Yogi's here. What's up, Yogi? Danny is here, but he's downstairs because he wants to be on the chat.
He's probably drinking.
His
Yeah.
presence was breaking the stream, so he
I
had to
imagine
kick
him
off.
crying and drinking in the corner.
That is so sad. No, you don't even know. So we
You
had
kicked him off. Why did you
Emma,
do that, Gory?
because I realized I lowered the bitrate as low as it will go, And then I realized, well, if we've never had problems before, it's because we have 4 people streaming and 2 of them are in one house. So I thought, well, he can just sit next to me. You know, why not?
Yeah,
And so he just left. He stormed off. He didn't even say goodbye.
He didn't.
I know.
I didn't say goodbye to him because I thought he was going to go upstairs.
He says he's out of beer and he's just crying. Did you guys see the stream where he did end up crying? It was so sad.
No.
The drug one
How
that Lee
far
was supposed to
was
be on. He got really drunk and
That
he was
got real
talking to
dark.
Jack, like really, really drunk. And then he starts crying. And then I'm trying to like talk him down. And Jack's trying to cheer him up. And then he like leaves. And he's wearing drag, so he looks like Tinkerbell. Because he's like a blonde.
I'm pretty sure I couldn't come to to watch the start of that stream, and I came home, and I'm pretty sure it was like 6 p.m. here, so you guys had probably been going for that stream went for like 9 hours.
That's insane.
And I only caught the end, and everyone was just like, their costume was like falling off. I was like, what the fuck did I just enter?
Danny did it for like 4 hours, and then I was trying to help him, and then he leaves, and so then I started talking to them, and yeah, their makeup's all like melting off.
It was terrible.
I think I was like it was like midnight, and I caught a little bit of your stream, and then I woke up in the morning and it was still going.
Yeah.
I've done that with Jack
Nice.
before, where I've like caught a bit of a stream, like, it's time for me to go to bed, and the next morning, God, Jack fell asleep during a stream. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, he does it like every Sunday, doesn't he? Satanic Sunday?
Every Sunday and every Tuesday.
Insane.
That's insane.
I couldn't do that.
Sanako reviews in Sadako versus Kyako. I feel like the end of that, as far as the fight goes, was kind of a cop out. Personally, though,
Don't give it away.
I'm not going to talk about the movie. I'm just going to give you my personal opinion on who I think should win.
Right.
I think it would be Kayako by far. Okay, so with Sadako, essentially, she has put her essence, if you will, into this tape. And if you read the books and such, it's essentially the smallpox virus, which we have vaccinations for, by the way. And you have to pass it on by having somebody else watch the tape. And I think that's really limiting. Also, the fact that she, depending on the movie, is anywhere between like a 14-year-old to 17-year-old girl. Kayako is a grown-ass woman who's had a kid. All right? There's already...
But isn't she like trapped in a house?
She's not. Well, you kind of haunt the place where you died, but she shows up in all sorts of places. And she's got her kid Toshio, and she's got Mar, the cat. So we got 3 people here. 2, she's always covered in blood and shit. She's twisted people's heads around. Like, she's like very hands-on. Sadako, she comes through and she stares at you, and all of a sudden you get the smallpox virus, and it like scares you to death, or your heart stops and you die within a few minutes. It's pretty painless. Kayako's gonna rip you up.
You reviewed this recently, didn't you?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you review this recently?
Review which one?
Oh,
Sadako versus
yeah.
Kayako?
It was the
Yeah.
last video.
I want to kind of
the
review.
video
I also had a huge Grudge marathon a while ago. I should review all of them. I really love the Grudge and the Ring films. And I finally got a Ring Virus, which is the Korean spinoff that I'd never seen before. So
Oh no, I have seen that. I'm pretty sure because I like freaked out when I heard about that.
yeah,
You know, me, Korean film, my fave.
the Blob versus the Stuff, Zachary, would be a fantastic fight. I would love to see that. That'd be amazing.
Masses just like colliding into
The
each
Blob
other.
versus the Stuff. Who would win in that? Well, see, that's an interesting fight right there, because the Blob is sensitive to fire, whereas the Stuff is sensitive to being frozen. But yeah. Or is it the other way around?
I don't know what how do we get rid of the stuff? Water? I feel like water is everything.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I say water so weirdly as well. I only just realized how Australians say water.
Too. I say water,
So-
and Dan says it sounds like I put a D in it, but I don't think so.
Yeah, same. My language. Sorry, guys.
I don't have
English
an
is my
excuse
second
because I'm not
language.
Australian, so I don't know. Speaking
Gory
What did you say about my accent?
Speaking
Oh, yeah,
of
you can
another
have it.
film that's supposed to be coming out is Hellraiser Judgment. So I met Doug Bradley over the weekend, and he says it's probably
nice.
shit, and it's been tabled like indefinitely.
Oh, it's gonna be horrible.
Oh yeah, it's gonna suck. But he did tell me that what he would like to do, because I read the Scarlet Gospels, which is really cool, and it ties in a lot of the Clive Barker universe. It's a book.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. He said if they made a film of that and it was good, that he would definitely do it. And he thinks that that would be the perfect way to kind of send off his characters. So I would love to see that happen.
That ship sailed.
So
Dan,
what else
you know
got in your
what?
letterbox?
Dan, I can't even understand what you're saying because you're saying it in typing and text, and I don't even know what sounds you're making. So why don't you get up here? He's like trying to like talk about my accent.
I just reviewed like the first 3 Hellraisers, and I'm going in blind now because I haven't seen anything after the 3rd one, so I'm kind of curious.
I actually just marathoned all those a while ago too. I need to start reviewing more movies as I watch them, but like I'll do that. Like I'm just gonna have a Hellraiser marathon because that's not new release, and no one's expecting a review. But it's interesting because after part 4, they one, they stopped being theatrically released, and 2, they're not written for the franchise. Part 4 is actually pretty decent. But after that, what they would do is they take a spec script, right? And so they'd find something that they could turn into a Hellraiser film. So you don't really know what the hell you're getting. And honestly, the only one that was, oh God, they're so bad. Deader is all right. The first one, Balls. The one that has the guy from Nightbreed in it. It's like the first one, part 5, I think. That one's pretty good, and it feels like a Hellraiser film, though it wasn't written that way. The one with Ashley Lawrence returning in it is crap. That one I was super excited about. Hellworld with Lance Henriksen. Hellworld is complete crap. And obviously Revelations is just...
Lance Henriksen is in a Hellraiser movie?
He's in Hellworld, and it's the second to worst of the franchise.
Emma, do you like the Hellraiser series?
Yeah, I do. I love Hellraiser, but only like the first couple. Like that's all the ones I could get into. I did watch. Is it Revelations? Whatever the weird movie is. I watched it. I don't know why I watched that, but I watched it. Dino's asked me to pull out a vinyl, like one. So I'm just going to randomly, only because it's Dino and he supported you.
Yes, and we adore Dino. He is on the Late Horror Show, by the way, guys. So if you need more horror, check him out on YouTube. I believe he's in my featured channels, and if not, he should be.
Zachary
this one is
hates
beautiful. So this is, what is it called? Shape Pools. This is like the new Radiohead one. Look how beautiful this is. It's like an actual book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I can't. But it's so pretty. Obviously, I'm like a huge Radiohead fan, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Radiohead's
There's
cool.
one. There you go.
I can't remember the name of the bloke who's the lead singer of Radiohead, but did you know he is composing?
Tom York. Yeah, I did hear.
He's composing the score for Suspiria. Fine.
Fucking about it. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, did you know?" And I was like, "Yeah." I mean, so excited because and it's really good because Dean doesn't know much about like my boyfriend Dean doesn't know much about like doesn't really get into horror, but we went and saw Goblin play live to the film. Mm-hmm. So he actually knows that one part of horror, like that they did the score. So yeah, it's good because now I can be like Tom York because we both like Radiohead, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, Late Horror Show and a bunch of other great horror channels are in our featured channels. So if you need more horror, you should check on my
featured channels.
Yeah,
I never do it right.
You should all go to my featured channels and subscribe everyone there. And if you're not subscribed to Horror Addicts, you should probably do that because we have a lot of streams with awesome people in them. Let's see what else is coming out.
I don't know what you got on your list.
I saw Black Coat's Daughter. That's coming out. Or that just came out.
How has that just come out? That came out like months ago here.
It came out
so bizarre.
last year, and I saw it last year, but it didn't officially come out here on VOD until like a week ago.
Oh, okay.
I did like that a lot, but I think it's a cheap shot that they have two girls who are roughly the same age playing the same character.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I thought it was very confusing.
I really liked it, but at first I was really confused by it, and then I realized it was supposed to be the same girl because the gunshot wound and such.
And I feel like they do that on purpose. You guys are both in my suggested. I call it the Spooky Club. Nice. You guys are already in there.
Yeah, same.
Have you guys seen Peelers yet? I really want to see Peelers. I haven't seen that yet.
Peelers.
Peelers. It's like a strip club thing.
Peel.
Peel.
Peelers.
Peelers.
Is that like what you call strippers?
No.
Strip clubs
Peelers.
are bad though.
Is it good or is it bad?
No, I said horror movies with strip clubs are usually pretty bad.
This one's supposed to be good.
Peelers. Oh, it looks awful.
It's like zombies and strip club. I don't know. It's supposed to be good.
Is Friend Request the one where there's you know how there's like a few social media ones? It gets confusing. Unfriended, Friend Request.
And then there's Friend Request. Friend Request was really good though. I have seen that.
That was the one with she.
I have it on my watch list.
And she was into like animating. Is that one?
I'm sorry. What?
The one, the girl that gets obsessed with her and then is into animating, like she's into drawing and like animating
like
it.
Witchcraft and stuff. She's like got funky hair.
Witchcraft.
Is it kind of a single white female?
Well, there's Unfriended where it's different, but Friend Request is this gal who's uber popular on her college campus. She's got like 800 friends, some odd, and she befriends a girl who's kind of like the goth girl at school that nobody's friends with, who's kind of weird. She has that condition where she pulls out her hair. So she's got like bald patches and such, and she's kind to her.
Triggermania? Triggertelemania.
She's kind to her. Well, that girl instantly is like, we're best friends. And then the girl ends up having like a birthday party, and you know, she feels for the girl, but it's not her friend. She doesn't invite her. So this girl gets pissed off, and then the main girl, the popular one, unfriends her on Facebook. And this other chick, like, completely, like, downward spirals, and she kills herself on, like, YouTube or something. She kills herself.
Yeah.
But they have this whole thing with, like, mirrors and such, and she's into witchcraft, and then she uses that to, like, make this other girl's life, like, a living hell, like, haunting her. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I kind of want to see it. It sounds interesting.
I liked it. It was good. It was much better than Unfriended. And I didn't mind Unfriended, but it's much better. Ooh, I want to see Even Lambs Have Teeth. Have you guys seen that? I want to see that.
No, but I've heard of that, and I forgot about it. Is it out now?
It's not out here yet, but I want to see it.
Even Lambs.
It's supposed to be kind of like Kill Bill, but more horror-like.
Sounds good.
I have all these listed on my 2017 VOD and streaming list, which is like, I'm trying to keep it as complete as possible.
So I'm trying to put in my Uber Eats.
You saw the new Resident Evil, didn't you, Lee?
What's that?
You saw the new Resident Evil. Was that any good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't enjoyed that series since, I think, part 3.
Yeah, they're bad. Yeah, I like part 3, the Extinction.
Yeah, that was the last one I really enjoyed. I did like that one.
Oh my god, I don't know how you guys... I'm not into any of those kind of films, eh?
I really want to see Dead Awake, and that's supposed to be out here, but I haven't been able to find it yet. That's the one where this group of friends is preyed upon by this woman who uses sleep paralysis to get to them. And I have sleep paralysis, so, like, that just is a terrifying concept in itself. And then
I feel like I've seen the trailer.
If you look at the poster for it, there's a gal who's clearly experiencing sleep paralysis, and there's a spider dropping down on her, which during my sleep paralysis episodes, I tend to have like spiders crawl on me a lot. So like, I feel like that one's going to hit really close to home. So I'm hoping, I mean, I'm very rarely scared of horror movies, but I think that one hit close enough.
That came out on 12th of May.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find it though, which is frustrating.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm supposed to do a trailer reaction, and they sent me the trailer and stuff for Breakdown Lane. That comes out.
Breakdown Lane.
That comes out next week, the day before my birthday. I don't know. I'm gonna do.
Your birthday's next week.
Yeah.
Happy early birthday.
Thanks. I'm gonna do a trailer reaction for it soon. All I know about it is this gal breaks down. There's a zombie apocalypse. I'm kind of zombied out, frankly. But what I do think is interesting is she ends up having kind of like a friendship with the guy who's like it's called different things in different parts of the world, but the voice in your car that gives you directions or calls for help and such.
Like a GPS?
It's not a GPS, though. Like the ones where, like All-Star. Do you have OnStar?
We have, what do we call it? Sat-nav? What is it called when it's in the car? Sorry, my boyfriend's here now. You know, like the GPS that talks to you. What is that called?
The
What
one
do
where
we
it's
call
a
it?
real person though that you can.
You said GPS.
I mean, I don't have that kind of a fancy.
There's not a real person.
There is one. There is one
Your
in
Uber driver.
in fancier cars. In fancier cars, they're fancier than my car. Like if you have OnStar, you can call if you break down, or you can call and ask them for directions and stuff. And it's a call center. It calls a call center.
Okay, never heard of that.
And
we
so
don't
it's
have
a
that.
live person who's speaking to you from a call center. And they can, you know, you can tell them that I've been in an accident, or actually, if you're in an accident, it calls them automatically, and they can help you.
Oh,
Just leave you out in the middle of nowhere.
So I mean, I've never had a car that has that in it, but I do know of what it is. And essentially, I guess in this movie, the guy who's on the OnStar, his office has been invaded by zombies too. So they're kind of talking to each other and trying to help each other survive in this bizarre situation.
I just saw Dino's shout out to Dean. So Dean's gonna come say hi.
The two Deans.
Dean
You gotta get your like whole face in there.
Hi,
Like
Dino! Whoa, Dino, the beard is
There he
looking
is.
good, dude.
Yeah, that's an awesome beard.
Yeah, Dean. Not Dino. Oh, so
I still got a ways to go.
I'm like,
Yeah, you're right. He's ordering me food. So
oh, great. Dan's going to have a field day with someone in the chat. They want to know if he's seen ATM.
what is ATM?
We have a review on it, Emma. Why don't you go watch it?
Oh really? ATM. How long ago?
Oh, 2011, I think?
No, but how long ago did you do the review?
I don't know, dude.
Okay, ATM. Oh yeah, I've seen the cover. It looks awful. Is it awful?
It's pretty awful. But Mike Scott likes it, so I feel bad.
Sorry, spoiler. Oh. Oh my god, it's got Josh. Is that Josh Peck?
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm into this. Oh sorry, the trailer started playing. Cool. I like Josh Peck in a cringy type way.
It's all right for what it is. It requires a lot of suspension of disbelief, and what was really hard for us is not only does it require a lot of suspension of disbelief because it's so just bogus, but the fact that when you watch the special features, they're like, and it could really happen. No, honey, it couldn't really happen that way. It just wouldn't. The likelihood of you being stuck in one of those little ATM centers and when people not coming by and seeing what's happening. This guy does so many crazy, bizarre things. A lot of them are kind of reliant upon just luck. And a few of them are just, I don't know. You have to see the movie and then, I don't know.
Okay. No, I get what you mean.
It's not very believable.
Yeah,
but
and the way
it's
people like reacting.
entertaining. It's not the way they're reacting. The way they're acting is fine. It's just a lot of the things that happen. To believe that essentially this guy from a storage unit has set up this whole situation to torture these people in this ATM. And the things he has set up there, some of them are hard to buy.
Okay. Sounds like
It
I need to
doesn't
see it.
sound that interesting to me.
It's not
selling
it was one that we had a friend from the East Coast who like sent us a bunch of movies, which was really cool because we're like, oh, movies we haven't seen, and so we watched it and we're like, oh, that's why he sent that to us. So I don't know, maybe I should send it to Lee.
What that it's going to take.
Yeah, send it to me.
Did you watch the other movies I sent you? Oh my gosh, I gotta send you some VHS
Is it really
since I
good?
clean
Yeah,
up.
yeah, of course.
They're right behind me. All your movies.
You're
Were they
lazy.
good? Did you like them?
Oh,
I'm gonna watch Scanners. That's the first.
Scanners
one
is
I'll watch.
good. Most of the ones I sent you, most of the ones I send to people, I send because I
That's funny.
upgraded to Blu-ray. So
Yeah,
they're usually good.
thank you. I really appreciate you sending them though. Looking forward to watching them.
And Emma, I don't send you stuff because you live in Australia. Though I want to do a Kickstarter to send you candy corn. But you mentioned
we'll
that
figure it out.
you left a comment that you want stickers, and I thought to myself, I was like, whoa, I could send her stickers. I could actually do that. I could afford to send her stickers. So you might get some stickers from me. I don't
You
know.
might.
I don't know,
Is
right?
the shipping that expensive
To
go over
Australia? Oh my gosh.
Shipping's really bad. To send actual like product, it's really bad, and that's
Yeah.
why people don't even touch me for any of those like sponsorship things because there's no point.
Overseas is hard. I sent my cousin who lives in England a bracelet, and it costs like $30 shipping. And then in
Yeah.
England, you have to pay a fee to receive it too. So I don't even send them things anymore. It's such BS.
I sent Spider Geek something, and it was like $20. Just
I haven't talked to Spider Geek in forever.
Yeah, me neither.
What the hell? Where is that guy?
I don't know. He's having a moment, maybe.
We were supposed to be like best friends after we did the collab together for you, and what? I don't know. I keep telling.
Good, everyone's your best friend,
I'm
apparently.
basically like the girl in friend request where I'm like, Emma, we're best friends, and then you're just like, Jesus, like, can you believe how freaking weird she is? So, yeah.
Jeez.
No, I'm
But
trying.
I think he'll come. I think every YouTuber takes a break here and there, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, we kind of had
when?
to after we moved. Like we needed
Yeah,
time
you
to
guys.
set up and
Yeah, you
stuff.
guys definitely took a break last year.
We
I
took
was
about a
thankful
month
that you guys
off.
were able to jump in my 31
What's a
days.
break? Confused. Very confused.
I haven't
2
taken a break
years.
yet.
We didn't want to take a break. I mean, we didn't want to. It's just, we had to. Even when we were staying with family and stuff, we still found a way to keep the channel going. It was just during the actual movie, which was, it ended up being like 2 weeks. But we did have to take a little bit of time off to get situated. But
Was it nice? You actually took 2 weeks off? Like
no, because I was unpacking and everything and doing it in a hurry. I wanted to get back to the
you
channel.
couldn't really enjoy it.
So, but I mean, like even my computer breaking down and stuff, like I've still always found a way to try to be consistent.
Do you guys always
Yogi,
feel like
would you be
something
my best
wrong?
friend? Would you actually be the one person who will accept my best friendship? Because you can see Emma is kind of sticking her nose up at it. So if you want to be my best
It's
friend.
because you always make everyone feel guilty, and then you ask someone else to be your best friend. You're like, you're my best friend. You know, like normally you only have like one best friend. I mean, you have a couple.
But nobody accepts it. Nobody is like, yeah, Gory, we're best friends.
When did I deny your friend request?
Kind of did. Oh, no. You're just too cool to be my best friend, Emma. I'm just making a decision for you.
I never said no.
Well, think about it, and I'll sort of.
Okay, I'll get back to you. I'll discuss it. Oh my god, hello!
Oh my gosh, I want my dog to talk to your dog.
That's Levi.
I don't think it works that way, but cute! What is your dog's name?
Levi.
And Emma, you don't know anything about
What?
dogs. Stick to what you know.
What do you mean I don't know anything about dogs?
Stick to drop bears.
Dogs or dongs?
No, you know
We
about
don't have
dogs.
dogs here in Australia.
Look, Brocky, it's Levi. He's a terrier too.
Oh my god, they look so similar.
Because they're terriers, which are the best of all the dogs.
Levi's a cocker.
Tyler flexes. What is that, a werewolf? I don't know. He's talking about my dog or your dog. My dog's a Jack Russell Terrier mix. He's going to lick me.
Miniature schnauzer.
I have a cat as well, Kirby. He's around here somewhere. And I have a ferret.
Okay, cute. Oh yeah, I love your ferret.
Somebody wants to see your
I want a
kangaroo.
dog.
I think that's like prejudice.
Kangaroo.
I want to get it. I'm gonna get a dog soon, maybe.
Yeah, you
But
should get a
we can't get it where we
terrier.
are.
And then we could be
No, I'm gonna
terrier
get a
addicts.
greyhound.
No, we
You're
can
gonna
all. Fine. Lee and I will have a terrier stream where we just talk about our terriers.
So you're so quick to dismiss me. You're like, be my best friend, but you can't be on my stream. Terriers only.
I'm just playing. That's why Dan should be here. He's much nicer than me.
Unfortunately, I have to go, girls.
No!
really?
I gotta go. Get some food.
What did we say?
Oh, no.
It's because we're talking about dogs.
Like-
I knew it. I knew it.
I had a blast, though.
We had a blast talking to you too. Thanks, Lee.
Yeah, it was so
Really,
good to
I'm
finally
sorry.
chat with you.
I want to do it again.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to be doing Horror Addicts Live every Saturday at 6 p.m. So,
cool.
and it will alternate. Oh my gosh, it's the cutest kangaroo ever, Emma.
Sorry, I was trying to draw one because
We're going
everyone in the
to
chat.
alternate Horror Addicts Live, which is just about anything and usually some kind of topic, and then Ghouls Night Out, which is just Ghouls Night Out. The craziness that is that. Next week is Ghouls Night Out, and I cannot tell you who my guest is, Emma. It's my mummy.
I already knew that. You tweeted it.
And you wonder why I get sassy with you.
Well, sorry for reading your fucking Twitter.
Bye, Lee. We're sorry.
Lee's like, okay,
I
peace
gotta
out.
get out. Sweet. You know what this means? We can call Danny now. Sorry, Lee. We're like replacing you before you're gone. Bye, Lee. You're lovely.
Yeah. Bye, Lee.
What?
You're like, great, now we can do something else.
This is why I tease you.
Oh, that's such a bummer.
All right, I'm
It was
gonna
so
call.
good to to Lee. I've never spoken to him before, so that was awesome.
I know. Do you think we scared him off?
Yeah, probably.
Because we talked about dongs. I feel terrible.
Well, no, we didn't really, but now you're bringing it up. See you guys in the chat.
All right, I'm calling. I'm calling Dan.
See if it works.
Lee had fun, didn't he? He had to have. We're fun people. Mostly you're fun people.
You're fun people.
You're the funnest. Oh, he's back! Look how charming and cute he is! Oh my gosh, he looks so cute! I haven't seen you in like too many moons.
Yeah. What do you want?
Well, Lee left us, so.
Oh.
We need a
So you're
third.
back in.
You're back in the game. Apparently 3 is the magic number for streams because it was breaking and.
Yeah. So I'm okay. Like, come crawling back.
Honey, can I trade
Hey,
you?
I have nothing to do with this. Keep me
Can
out
I
of
trade
it.
you the pie hole for a beer?
I don't have any more beer. I told you.
You drank all the beer, dude.
What is
There
pie
wasn't
hole? What does
hardly
it
any
taste
beer.
like?
I had 2
Like
beers.
pie. Why is it so
What is
dark? Are you being like moody? Are you listening to like Depeche Mode and stuff?
Because the sun went down.
Turn on some lights, mate.
Do I have to explain this to you every day how the sun goes down? You're always like, why is it so dark at night? Why is it so bright
It's
in the
not
morning?
dark
I
up
hate
here.
that. I just woke up. I don't want it to be so bright.
Now
So
you're
it's
gonna
like,
make Emma leave. Also, you're gonna have to be Drumdums for a bit.
Yeah. Well, what's he doing? Is he getting into character?
I don't know, but we can check out his bum. Oh, he's turning on lights.
I thought he was getting into character. He was like,
Do you have to get into character?
that's better. Let there be light.
How long have we been streaming for? We haven't even.
2 hours?
That's
I bought
2
this shirt from Bruce
hours.
Campbell. Bruce
Well,
Campbell
honey-
sold me this shirt. I said I bought this shirt from Bruce Campbell himself.
That's great, honey.
And he's screaming.
So condescending.
I am not condescending. I am a great
Right.
wife. He likes it when you say
That's what I
stuff
put
like
up with
that.
all the time.
He likes that.
Shit.
She's gonna leave us too. I can totally tell by her face.
No, I just can't believe that cost $60.
What cost $60? Do you
My
even have
Uber.
bucks in Australia?
There's literally like 2 smashed avocado quesadilla.
Sweet.
2 smoothies.
She's gonna work out
$60.
her order. Danny, guess what? You know how I always wanted to have like a magical gay best friend?
Express bus.
Well, apparently Yogi is gay and magical. So sweet.
Oh,
Oh God, then I just my mind.
Now I'm gonna be just like one of those girls in the movies, like Bridget Jones. I love Bridget Jones. She's my
all right,
hero.
hold on. Okay. I had to turn off the chat.
Yogi, me
because I
and
was
you
listening
later.
to you, so I had to turn the volume on the chat back up. I had to mute the chat because I kept hearing you like say everything twice. Like you'd say it and then say it again. Now
Cool.
I can't hear you.
Yogi says he wants to talk about dongs. Even
and talk
though
about dogs.
I'm just saying, since even though
Emma,
Emma,
what does a drop bear dong look like?
don't Dan, seriously, people will
This
leave.
is going downhill very fast, guys.
Emma, I'm just asking the next school's night out, even though he's a dude, maybe Yogi could join us sometime.
Sure.
Sweet. All right, now let's go on to more distinguished topics. What
Yeah,
else are you looking forward to seeing this year?
I mean, it obviously.
Oh, I want to see that so bad.
Yeah, I really like the trailer too. Both of them. Did you like them?
I don't know what's going on with his hair, but beyond that, I think the trailer looks really good.
Yeah. Did you see the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the second one was pretty cool too.
Because you posted it on Twitter.
Oh my God, you read my Twitter? Twitter.
Twitter!
Feel free to ask us questions, guys, at the.
Oh, that's a good
in the
idea.
Chat. What's It Comes at Night? I've heard of that, huh?
I've heard of that. I haven't watched the trailer yet.
Dean
Is it
reckons I've seen it.
horror? It hasn't come out yet, at least not here.
I haven't seen it.
I am
Oh,
not.
okay. It's really highly rated.
What do you guys think of the Mummy with
I'm
Tom
adding it.
Cruise?
I want to see it. I love Tom Cruise.
Really?
Yeah.
No. I loved him in Interview with the
Scientology,
Vampire
all
and
about
Top
it.
Gun. Serial? Serious?
Dean.
She's messing
Sorry,
with
one
me.
second. I'll be. No, sorry, 1 second.
Hi, honey. You look particularly
Hi.
handsome today. I'm not going to see the Mummy either.
Oh.
Emma's just, I don't know. It's all the
Sorry, I'm trying to
Holsters,
figure out my
Australian
food
beers.
situation. I'm sorry. It's 11
Oh,
a.m. I
right.
haven't
Those are the
eaten
best
yet.
emojis I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Hell Knight Seth. He's Aussie, by the way.
Who? Who's an
Hell
Aussie?
Knight.
Oh.
Hell Knight. He's my friend Seth.
Well, Jen Combs is an American. So is Dr. Metal Freak.
What is that? Okay. I think everyone else is in there is probably American.
Probably not.
You guys should tell me where you're all from.
Yeah, everyone
I'd
in the
love to
chat,
know.
tell us where you're from. Why can I hear my voice?
Is it me?
I don't know. That's the most obnoxious sound ever.
I hope it's not echoey. Oh, I didn't even see Random Ross. Is that the first time he's spoken?
Mm.
Random Ross wasn't here earlier, but he is here now.
Hi, Ross.
He's spoken quite a bit. He has a YouTube channel, so I imagine he probably started speaking way before that, though.
Yeah, he
Oh,
doesn't like Panama.
Zankuku Tanishi. He has a cool YouTube channel.
I've never heard of it. Who told I was American? See, everyone is from. Wait, what's PA? Is that
Pennsylvania.
your state? Okay. Well, you can't just put in states, guys. I don't know these.
Well,
Put
I
in
can
countries.
translate for you, okay? Like,
Can
you
you
know
speak
that
American?
movie, The Miracle Worker? I'm like the Miracle Worker, and you're like Helen Keller, and I'll make this stuff make sense to you. Wait.
I want to do a live stream with Ross sometime soon.
You guys are
Oh,
in the
so
all
near
we're not good enough for
except for
you?
Ross from the UK.
No, not right now. But when you guys were talking about earlier how me and Lee need to have a random chat or like live stream, I think Ross should be in it too. It'd be very random that way.
Oh my god, yes, it would be. Ross is quite random.
Yes.
Very random. Emma, what
I'm
are you
trying to be
eating? You ordered food.
I'm nothing at the moment. I ordered food and then I was surprised by the cost and then it rejected our order. And I was freaked out because I'm hungry. I'm quite hungry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
If you were here, I would give you some food.
Is it
Emma?
sharp? Oh.
Okay, Emma, I have some Australian questions for you. Do you
Okay.
like Vegemite?
I love Vegemite.
Of course you would. Do you like the show Neighbors?
No, not really. I used to be into more Home and Away fan. I don't know if you know what Home and Away is. It's kind of like vice versa. But no, I do not watch any of that crap.
Okay, I'm done asking you about that. Oh, how do you feel about the
I
Hemsworths?
don't know what shows that.
How do I feel about what?
The Hemsworths.
Indifferent. Good on them.
Have you guys heard anything about Wish Upon? I haven't watched the trailer yet, but it sounds pretty good.
I don't
Wish
even
Upon.
know
Is it
what you're talking about.
It's like a gin or wishing thing.
I thought that was Wish Upon. Wasn't that oh no, it's Once Upon or something like that. That TV show.
No, wait, dude. There's a movie coming out.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. But
Danny,
No, I
did you
haven't.
have a mustache earlier today?
Yes.
Huh.
Pay so much attention, don't you?
Emma, are you a Stephen Hughes fan? Yogi Diva Das wants to know.
who's Stephen Hughes? Do I know this?
That would be a no.
I'm going to Google. I might. I'm not very good with names. Who
It's
is
a
that?
Wishing
No.
Box horror movie.
Oh, he's a heavy metal comedian influenced by Bill Cosby. Just gonna leave it at that. No, I don't really know who he is.
He's an Australian comedian.
Yeah.
Dan, have you always had hands? Doc the Metal
Stephen
Freak
Hughes.
wants to know.
No, I think other parts of my body formed before my hands. It was a very brief stint for like maybe a couple of weeks in the womb, but I didn't have hands.
Did you know you had nipples before you had hands, kind of?
That's what I hear.
Like we all were girls at one
nipples,
point,
like,
and that's why dudes have nipples. And then it's like, well,
Yeah,
I'm
knew
gonna
that.
I was a straight up hairy chest man in the womb. I don't know what you're talking
bullshit
about.
artist.
I was a penis, and then the penis formed a body around it.
Dan, we're trying to keep this classy. Come on, stop making us.
It was big hairy junk, and then this like human attached to it.
Daniel, Keith, Garrett Bartholomew, Spencer Knighton. What is the next movie you and I are going to go see at the theater?
I don't have any beer. I keep reaching for it. Well, there's two choices. There's Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, I want to see
and
that.
there's Alien Covenant. So, what do you want to go see
I
tomorrow?
want to see Guardians
Mother's Day.
more. I really want to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Really bad.
Plus, that way we can see it with lols, I guess.
Oh, it's my birthday. On my birthday, I
So
want
your
to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Mother's Day
Well,
tomorrow.
sweet. So you should take me out to two movies. On Mother's Day, I'd like to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And on my birthday, I want to see Alien Covenant.
Okay, but your birthday is gonna have to be postponed to the weekend because I get
That's
paid.
fine, because
before
my
that.
mom is visiting next weekend.
All right, we'll
What
go
is
see.
happening?
Maybe your mom wants to go see Alien with us.
She does.
Okay, well we'll go see Alien with your mom.
So we
Emma,
just
would you
found
like-
my mom. My mom, I thought my mom like left and stopped talking to me after we got married. Turns out Danny tossed her into a sarcophagus, right? And mummified her. And little Laws found her when we moved into this place. So now that she's up and about and she's been reanimated, she will be on Ghouls Night Out in her bandages and everything next week.
Will she actually be wearing bandages?
Yeah, she's a mummy.
Yes,
She's a mummy.
that she's insisted. This
That's
was
good, I
all
like
her
that.
idea for the.
It's very clever.
She wanted. This has been mostly her idea. She's like, I'm gonna be an actual mummy on Horror Addicts, and we're like, okay. Then she had like some story, but Laws didn't like the story, so I kind of re-edited the story, and that's the one Corey just gave you.
So Dino wants to know what's the next horror toy you were looking to get, Gory. There's so many horror toys.
Let's see. You need a Michael Myers Funko Pop still, right?
Yeah, and
Still
I
need
need to
that.
get
Reagan.
and the Munsters.
A couple Funkos. There's the Evil Dead 2 board game that we really want. They had that at Crypticon, but we didn't get a chance to play it.
Trouble is, we're like, I don't know. We're like really
Have
cheap
anybody-
collectors. Like, if it comes in a horror block, we'll be like super excited. But I'm really bad at like dropping more than $10 on a figure.
Ooh, I want to know, like, in the chat and just from Emma and everybody, does this sound like a good idea for kind of a show? Is like, you know how there's reactions? I kind of want to get Lols and bring him up and then do reactions to really old, like, horror TV cartoons and board games, like things that came out in the 80s, way before he was born. Like, there's an old board game called I Want to Bite Your Finger. They literally stuck their finger in a vampire man, like would bite their finger. It's like a board game though. It's funny. Does that sound like a cool idea? Like have Lols react to these
I was
really
thinking
old.
about doing that with like with movies because he and I watched the original The Fly the other day, and his comments were so fucking funny. So I've decided the next time I introduce him to a horror movie, like the next horror movie you watch, I'm just gonna film him, and I think I might take the best bits out and just be like, "Lols watches so and so movie for the first time."
That sounds good.
Yeah, or just have him like at least do a reaction to the trailer of that old movie before he watches it.
Guys,
And film
Drumdums
it.
is in the chat. He didn't leave.
What the
He's
hell?
back.
It's like what they say
Do I have
when
to go again to leak? Come back.
it's like
No, I didn't think
Drumdums is
about it. I guess
always
we were
with
just saying
you
things.
in your heart. Like when you think he's gone, he's really there in your heart.
Skinny dipping in a sea of leaves.
I need to show Lols the Ghoulies movies, especially since Matthew Lillard's very first part in a film was as an extra in Ghoulies Go to College. So since he adores him, that might be a good way to go. Oh, Drumdums! He's like the little black feather in Dumbo, like, but not really. No, he's more like Mufasa in The Lion King, where he's like a big spiritual lion that talks to you and gives you advice in your heart. Somebody else say something. I'm dying out here.
Hi.
I'm answering Yogi. He like said that those sound like good ideas. So I'm saying thank you, Yogi, which I could have just said, but for some reason I'm used to typing now.
Oh,
You guys
thanks,
kicked me
Yogi.
off.
Yeah, you could just say it, honey.
I forgot that I could talk to them now. I was so used to being the typing of talking.
I'm gonna go through my to watch list on Letterboxd. How about that? Because we did that with Lee before.
Yeah.
But mine are mostly like dramas and stuff.
Danny, your lighting got really, really dark, and then you got scary looking.
I've
want to see Raw so bad. Can you tell us more about Raw?
I don't know what to say without ruining it.
Oh, there's a new documentary about the Gray Man coming out. That's gonna be scary. That guy freaks me out.
The
I want to
King Cannibal.
that came out a while ago, but it's finally coming out in America.
We have the Gray Man movie.
I don't even like hearing about him. He just, I don't know. I don't.
Oh
really,
yeah,
I prefer fiction.
But I don't know. It's interesting, even though I hate it at the same time.
Hey, our mate's movie, Valley of the Sasquatch, came out. We had a friend who did a movie called Valley of the Sasquatch, and it's being produced like worldwide on VOD as Hunting Grounds. And he was telling us that it's one of the few ones that actually shows Bigfoot, so that's cool. And Dead West just came on Netflix, and we just met the director of that. I haven't seen it yet, though.
Yeah, he was on some panels with Seth.
Okay, let's go through this. I've got Goat. Have you guys seen Goat?
No, what's Goat?
Goat?
Yeah, it's just meant to be like a brutal movie, and I'm pretty sure it's isn't it one of the Jonas Brothers or some shit? Yeah, Nick Jonas. He enrolls into college and his brother, and pledges in the same fraternity, and then they have like a hazing process. So it sounds like Raw, but apparently it's like super brutal.
What do you mean it sounds like Raw?
Because Raw is about a hazing process.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't want to ruin it for you.
Tell me everything now.
Well, I don't want to ruin it for everyone in the chat.
I've always seen like
everyone in the chat. Plug your ears. Tell me what it's about.
Hazed.
Okay, so Raw is about a girl who enrolls into veterinary college, and they go through a hazing process where they have to eat a piece of raw meat, and then it kind of like something in her like awakens, and she gets like the taste, like she wants to eat meat all the time. Also, it's probably important to mention that she was a vegetarian, and a whole family are vegetarians. Mm-hmm. So but her sister is in the same college a couple of years older than her, and her sister is like, just do it, like I did it, like it's not a big deal, and then like it all kind of like snowballs from there.
But if they're about veterinary medicine, like why would they want you to eat meat? Or I don't get it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not because they didn't kill the animal to get the meat. And they're around dead animals all the time because it's like they're practicing. When you have to practice,
why is it important to them? Like, why can't she just pass? She's a vegetarian.
It's just because they always
hazing.
That's the point.
Then you're like seen as weak.
It's I don't know.
You watch it.
Any of those any of those horror movies that are about like a college hazing gone wrong. It's like gonna be like a similar story like that. But think of that episode of Sunny in Philadelphia where they think they're eating Frank's steaks and he tells them that they're
people. My god.
They have to go eat people.
Oh, that's such a good. I love
they really just have tapeworms, but yeah, it's gonna be kind of like that where they think they're eating people, so they want to go eat people. Well, she eats raw. Anyways.
It's hard to explain. It's like things start, but they don't spell it out. Like things start awakening in her, but they don't go into her inner thoughts or really spell it out. It just happens so gradually. Something really hectic happens with her sister, and it's just like so. It's so good, but it's so serious. I need to see this like
right now.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. It's a very complicated film. It's a very, very complicated film.
Well,
but it's really good. It's not like as straightforward as it sounds.
Here, Chad. Here's a list. Sweet, Sweet Lonely Girl just came up on Shudder, so I actually plan on seeing that. Here's a list of everything I know of that's coming out in the United States in 2017. Boom, done.
Okay, let's go. Wait, are you reading it?
No, I did.
She's gonna read it real loud.
I posted it in the chat. I've already told you guys
I didn't see it.
Most of the things on here. Oh, here's one I want to tell you guys to avoid.
Okay.
This is something that really ticks me off. I mean, I understand from a marketing
Haven't
standpoint.
you guys already got The Watcher? Oh wait,
Yeah.
these have already come out. Okay.
I make a complete list, so at the end of the year, I can see like everything that came out. So it starts with January. They're all in order. So
I've seen a lot of these. Yeah, yeah.
a lot of them have been out for a while, dude. Anyway, there's a movie called Metal Face that I won't even put on there because it's fucking playing with dolls, which came out 2 years ago and it sucked balls then, and then they made a sequel that also sucked balls. So don't see Metal Face because it's playing with dolls and they're just trying to trick you.
Have you seen that Charlie one?
No, I've been trying to find it and I can't find it anywhere. Have you seen it?
I haven't, but I was curious about it. It sounds like pretty gross. What? Babysitting takes a simple night of babysitting takes a horrifying turn when Helen realizes that the boogeyman is really in Lucas's closet.
Dude, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it does. This is a good list, guys.
Emma,
Everyone check it out.
are we agreeing on stuff now? I
No,
kind of want you to be
never.
my best friend again now.
Emma,
now that
Lee's
Lee's
gone,
on.
but there was 3 of us had
This
something
is
in
a
common
list
that
of theatrical
on.
releases,
we
so
agree that Gory needs to do for life in movie tags, though, right?
nobody cares about
Hounds
Uh,
I need to see when Hounds of Love comes out in Australia.
Oh,
That's Australia.
I am excited about Coco. We haven't seen a good, scary animated film in a long time, and Coco sounds like it's going to be good. And Polaroid. Polaroid looks good, too.
Polaroid.
Oh!
So how's
The Bad
Batch going?
Batch! There's one I really want to see.
Oh shit!
Have you heard of The Bad Batch?
What the fuck? So no, I haven't. Sorry, I'm just looking up Hounds of Love, and it just came out in America, but it's not coming out
Yeah.
here till the 26th of May.
Okay, so I'm
The fuck?
looking
And
at
it's an Australian film.
I'm looking at my theatrical release, which, by the way, 47 Meters Down is coming out here theatrically next month. But I saw that last year, and it's
47
really,
Meters Down.
really
Is that
good.
the one with Mandy Moore?
Yeah, it's really good. It's so good. It's the girl. These girls are in a cage where you go into to look at sharks, and it breaks, and they fall to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh,
Isn't there like the same kind of movie that's called like Cage or something like that? And it's
I
like the
haven't seen
exact
that.
same
it had a
premise.
different name.
But
This
did have a different name. It used to be called
Deep?
In the Deep.
No, but
In
there's
the Deep.
also a movie. It's called Caged in. Someone will know in the chat.
I haven't
And it's
seen it.
about the exact same thing.
I haven't seen it. But this was really
it's just-
good. And I
Okay,
really
cool.
want
I
to
wanna
see
check it out.
The Bad Batch, which if you haven't heard of that one, it's this kind of a post-apocalyptic kind of world where people live out in this kind of Mad Maxy type environment. And there's a gal, she's got one fucking arm left, one leg. She's scooting around on a fucking skateboard. And she gets kind of pulled into a batch of people that are used for food. Well, one of the guys there, it's the same guy who
Wow.
plays Aquaman. He kind of is smitten with her right away, and he wants to help her. And you know, she's just a little badass. She's a little scrapper. So I'm really curious to see where it goes and stuff. I mean, already this character's got a lot going against her, and missing an arm and a leg, but it just seems cool. It seems really different and unique. I know Keanu Reeves is in it, so. We'll see how that goes.
I like it.
They're finally releasing Amityville: The Awakening, so we'll see if that sticks because it's been postponed.
Oh my
4
god,
times.
we're over it.
A Ghost Story isn't a horror movie, but have you heard of that one?
Is that a remake of the 1981
Isn't
Ghost
that with-
Story?
Isn't that with Casey Affleck?
Yeah,
Is
I
that the
believe
one?
so. Yeah,
Oh
Where
my god, I
this
want to see that movie
guy
so
comes
bad.
back to keep an eye on his wife, who's having a hard time
But
coping with his death.
He's like dressed in
In
like
a
an
sheet.
actual sheet.
Yeah,
It's like, oh my god, I
it looks
live
good,
for
huh?
this film. This film is,
Have you seen it?
All right.
oh my god. I've seen part of the trailer, I think, and then I
I've
wanted to
seen
turn
the
off because I didn't want to see
trailer.
it.
But I really
It's
want to
out
see
yet, though,
it.
is it?
I haven't seen it.
Let me see my notes.
I heard about it. I thought it was like a remake of the
If you look
1981
at my
Ghost Story.
theatrical release list, it's on there, and
That,
I found
man.
it
got
comes
a
out
guy in a
July
sheet
7th in
there.
the United States.
It looks like a little kid in a sheet, but
It looks good, though.
But
It looks like one of
It's
those movies.
Casey Affleck, who I love, unfortunately,
I
because
adore him.
of all that controversy. But I,
so it's not Michael Myers
love him.
underneath that sheet.
my god, though, like, Oh no, it
Alright,
says
well,
okay. No, it says that they are showing Hounds of Love on Thursday, the 18th of May, which
That's
is
cool that
what
you
next
have,
weekend.
like that indie theater there.
Yeah, that's the one that I watch it at. Cool. Okay,
And,
I'm gonna go see that.
Danny,
Okay.
Polaroid. I don't think I had a chance to tell you about that because I just heard about it. It comes out August 25th, but it sounds like
Yeah.
Say Cheese and Die. Like you take pictures of people and then the photo develops
Nice.
showing you how you're going to die. So I kind of want to see that because I love that book.
It sounds like a little short movie that I made as a kid called Curse of the Camera, where the camera like kills you. It was a video camera, but it was kind of like a
Dude.
Stay Cheese and Die.
I bet you were the cutest. And
Oh, I'm gonna have to wear
Shut
my
up.
Polaroid.
The untitled Cloverfield movie, which I believe they're thinking about calling The God Particle, should be out October 27th. And like I mentioned before, Leatherface
Oh,
will be
what?
out then.
Is that a wait? Is that a sequel?
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
in the
Did
universe
you know that, Dean?
of the
Sequel to
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be into that.
I've liked the other Cloverfield
Yeah, but there's
movies,
another
so
They're all kind of in
Looking forward
the
to-
universe. They're not like direct sequels to each other.
Yeah.
but
But
it
I
doesn't
like that.
matter.
Oh my
Good
god, I
enough.
watched. Can I tell you what I watched last night with my patrons?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Uh-huh.
plug. I watched yoga hoisters. Hoisters?
Yoga hosers?
Yoga hoisters.
What'd
That's
you
what
think
it
of
is.
it?
Yeah.
Little
What the fuck? It's
sausage
crazy.
Nazis. Kevin Smith.
I wasn't really
It's
into that
ridiculous.
one.
The
But-
girls
Yeah,
were like
that-
so
The girls
crazy.
are hilarious. I liked the girls. And
Really?
they're always like, it's
Oh.
so big.
They
You
were
end
like
up-
the biggest
Johnny
basic
Depp's daughter and
bitches.
Kevin Smith's daughter, Harley Quinn.
Yeah, they were doing a lot. That was such a hectic movie.
It
And
was
like in the middle of it, he's like,
bizarre.
let's just kill them for like a satanic cult or whatever the fuck they were talking about. It was so weird. Yeah.
Rouse asked if we'd seen Tusk, which is kind of in the trilogy.
Oh my god, I love Tusk.
I did love Tusk.
That was our
yeah.
very first episode.
That
of
was
Review
our
Tusk.
very first episode. Was a review of Tusk.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I love Tusk. I love
I
that
told
movie.
everybody if you don't like my show, you can blame Kevin Smith because it's finally like just
I
get off
wasn't
this,
in that though. It was him and Jess. I didn't show up until the Gone Girl review.
third episode is when Gory makes it.
That's when
Well,
he
you
finally
make
convinced
an
me to
end
do
of
it.
you're at the very end of my Cabin Fever, which is the
Like
third
Emma
one.
does not care, dude.
Oh.
Wait, when was your first video?
I don't
Do you know?
It was January, not last
2000.
year, but the year before.
2015
Dean knows mine.
January.
I think I just went through my anniversary. What's
I think ours was January
Anniversary.
19th. Yeah, Zachary Hayes,
2001.
Depp's character in Tusk is highly annoying.
Yeah.
oh, mine was the 8th of Feb.
apparently that
Wait,
character
what
was
year?
played by a lot of other actors back in the day.
Were you guys 2015 or
Different
2014?
movies.
Dan, we're 15, right?
2015.
Yeah,
2015.
Oh, 14. Well, no.
15.
No, 2015, January. Tusk
Because
came out in
I'm
2014,
February
so it had been out for
2015.
Oh, we're almost the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I'm looking.
We stopped.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy, dude.
I like that.
Aw.
Oh god, the chat's going off.
What are
Tusk
they
was
talking
good.
about?
Just films. Kevin Smith films. Annabelle Creation looks good.
No
I don't think-
idea.
I don't rate that at all.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't rate it. The
interested.
first one was awful. Did you guys even bother to see Annabelle? I can't imagine you
it
would have.
sucked
Oh, really?
balls.
Well, that's you're
We watch
Conjuring earlier.
everything, even if it doesn't interest
Annabelle
us.
movies are the cut.
I need to go
Oh my
fix
God,
it.
Don't
Rubber
like Annabelle. Which was sad.
Rubber.
When I first saw the first Conjuring movie, the little part with Annabelle was actually my favorite part. But then
Yeah,
when
I
she got
liked
her
that
own movie,
part.
it just it was garbage. But then I was kind of excited for her to have her own movie, but then it just
Yeah, that was the best part of
Yeah.
Conjuring was
so
the little
much.
opening. And I'm excited for
They
the
didn't do
Chucky
justice.
movies. So,
The Annabelle
I mean,
part.
they're all done by Don Mancini, which is always cool.
Oh, yeah.
And
Chucky.
back.
And what about Puppet? Is Puppet Master coming out this year, or are they just working on that now?
I don't know.
Which one? The Littlest or whatever.
There's a new one coming out
Puppet
this
Master.
year, I think.
For 11,
I love
or
Puppet Master.
And Dark Tower's coming out this year.
Oh yeah, of
I haven't
course.
read those books yet. I don't know. Are you excited?
I have all
Yeah, I'm-
10 Puppet Master movies are out.
Oh, there's a movie that I just found out about called Berlin Syndrome. Have you heard about that?
I did a review on it.
Are you serious? When?
It's an Australian film.
Nuh-uh. When did
When?
you do a review on it?
So they
Like,
totally did.
3
it.
weeks
It was
ago.
all Australian.
No way!
Mm-hmm.
I have like
Rory, that's
notifications
like-
on and
They're
stuff.
asking us if we're an American. Yes, we did.
It's an Australian film, and it came out here like ages, or a month ago, I want to say. But I did a review on it like 3 weeks ago. It's really good. You should go check it out, and it's based on a book as well. So
All right, I'm going to your channel right now. I'll just watch it. You guys talk amongst
I like how
yourselves.
she's like making sure. She's like, I don't believe you.
I saw that you reviewed Demon. That was cool. I saw that a little while ago.
Yeah.
Like,
the
she's
one.
calling you out.
Yeah. Still
I'm
working on
not
Puppet
calling her
Monster.
out. We lost like 2 subscribers in
game
the
of
last
poker.
hour, probably because I think I'm
Calls
mean
you.
to Emma.
I just it's so old and weird looking. Oh man, that's so long ago. This feels like it. It looks like it. Let's see, Puppet Master 11, Axis Termination.
Dude, I missed a lot of these. What the hell, YouTube? You saw Cat Stick
I feel like a lot of
Blues?
people don't.
I didn't know you
I saw what?
posted Cat Stick Blues. I really want to see that.
Yeah. Another Australian film.
Tell me all about it. Oh my gosh, you did do a Berlin Syndrome review. What the crap?
You just believe me.
Well, I'm subscribed to you. I should get notifications of this
Yeah,
nonsense.
I think it just doesn't pop up. I don't know what YouTube's crazy.
Gotta ring that bell.
Well, I'm
Thanks
giving you a thumbs up right now, even though I haven't seen the review yet. I'm sure
Thank
it's
you.
lovely. I'm going to watch it later.
Yeah, it's
And
really,
if
really good movie.
it's
Check it out.
Thumbs down.
What?
I didn't even realize it was an Australian film until I was watching it, like that it was partnership with Australian, because I thought it was like German. I don't know, because it's Berlin. But yeah,
Yeah.
Australian film.
Is it set in Australia?
No, it's set in Berlin.
That's strange.
But the chick is Australian.
So it's like a play
So-
on Stockholm Syndrome, but they're like, well, they're going to
Yeah.
put in Berlin.
Exactly.
So does she end up falling for this guy who kidnaps her? Is that the story here? I mean, if it's called Berlin Syndrome.
Not really, but it's really interesting. So pretty much she, you guys, it's not really a spoiler because it's quite obvious. She goes to Berlin and meets this guy, and they kind of have like a little, not even like a fling, but they kind of like appreciate each other. And then she makes like this last minute decision to go see him one more time, and she gets like locked in his apartment, and it's like they have sex, and then she goes to leave the next day and she realizes she's locked inside, and then he comes home and he's just like, oh, I left the key for you, I don't know why. And then it just becomes slowly apparent to her that she's not leaving. It's pretty cool. But it kind of cuts out a lot of, she's in there for a long time, and it cuts out bits that you would kind of want to see, like how it gets so extreme, it like kind of jumps.
Yeah.
But I think it's good because it kind of shows a different kind of story than any other kidnap story, if that makes sense. It shows it in a different way. It's like so emotional. I'm pretty sure I cried. It was, yeah, it's pretty hectic.
How
It doesn't take
often do you
much
cry
to
during
cry
movies?
Huh?
Do you cry a lot during movies?
Oh, all the time. All the
Oh, I
time.
bet that was really sad. I hate seeing
Yeah.
people cry.
Oh,
Have you seen Your Name? Which is was it Japanese? It was Japanese, wasn't it? Your Name's like it was like one of these awards for like, I think it was the best animated film of 2016, something like that. And we watched that the other night. I bawled my eyes out. I'm sure some people in the chat would have seen Your Name.
I haven't seen
It's
that.
really
I haven't even heard of it.
It's about, it's an anime, and it's about two people who like wake up and they're in each other's bodies, but they like are in each other's bodies when they sleep. It's so hard to explain, but they pretty much live as each other, and then they like leave each other messages, but they never meet. And then it like more stuff happens, but it's like, yeah, it's super interesting and really cute. And it like is like this premise that it happens to a lot of people apparently, that you just like wake up in someone else's body.
Really?
It's really cool. Yeah.
I
And
did
it's not
read
like
a
horror.
book kind of like that. What was that
yeah, you
book
can tell
called?
me about that book.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what the book was called. I read this book where this guy, and it's not even a guy, it's just a person. And every single day he wakes up in a new body, and he doesn't really care. He just usually tries to make as little damage as possible Like he'll try to go to their job or go to their school and try to be as close to them as possible. But he ends up meeting this girl and kind of like falling in love with her. So then after that, he starts fucking everything up. So when he wakes up in other people's bodies, he finds excuses to go back to her. And eventually he's able to tell her what's going on and such. But he can never really, he's in a different body every single day. So, God, what was it called?
Yeah.
It was good.
That sounds cool.
It is cool, but I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I cried.
My favorite Australian horror is Dead End Drive-In, where they're like the Mad Max movie theater and they can't leave. I don't know why.
What did you say? What was it
Oh,
called?
that's what it's called. Every Day.
Dead End Drive-In. Dead End Drive-In. It's like a Mad Max type movie, like in the future in Australia apparently. And people get like rounded up and then they get shoved into this drive-in movie theater and they're not allowed to leave. It's just really crazy.
Oh, okay.
Dead End.
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah. The book
Yeah,
was called Every Day
Every Day.
Mhm.
by
Interesting.
David Leviathan. That's pretty good.
Interesting. Have you guys seen Tunnel?
The Tunnel?
It's an
Yes.
Australian film.
The like
I've seen
found
the Tunnel.
footage one, right?
Yeah, I thought that was really good. Did you guys not like it?
Well,
Not memorable,
If
obviously.
it's the one I think it is, that I just watched recently,
It's-
then no.
I've seen
She's like that reporter and she goes into the tunnels underneath Sydney.
Yeah,
that was
it's
probably
like,
my favorite one.
there's like tons of interviews and stuff in the beginning, and they finally go down there, and I don't know. I feel like you couldn't really see
I
what was
like
going
it.
on, but I didn't really care for that one.
I've seen like 3 different movies called The Tunnel, and I have to say that's probably my favorite one. I still don't like it a whole lot, but I liked it a lot better than the other ones.
Which one?
Yeah, it seems like a popular name.
Oh.
The Australian one, Obvi.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, what else have I got in my...
I think that's actually the highest budget I saw too. The other ones were like really small indie films.
Have you guys seen The Barn?
Good.
No, I can't find that anywhere. It came out in Canada, but it hasn't come out here. Have you seen it?
I've heard it's really... No, I haven't, but
Ari Lehman's in it.
Horror Gal was like recommending it to me highly. She thought it was really funny.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, Bloodbath
Oh,
and
it's
Beyond
another
talked about
good.
it, and I think Horror's talked about it, but I cannot find it anywhere.
Have you seen The Cleansing Hour?
Nope.
That's that one that's like the exorcism, but it's like live streamed or something like that. It sounds really
weird.
cool.
That sounds cool. I'm gonna look that up.
I don't know if it's any
Huh,
any
does
good,
sound-
but I was like keen on it.
I'm gonna
2 failed filmmakers have found a success running a webcast that streams live exorcisms. And I've got a few. I've watched by one of my a person I follow. Oh, it's Zachary. He's in the chat. And that's insane.
You have to check it out.
Wait. Why did it say it goes for 90 minutes? That can't be right.
I'm adding it to my watch list.
It says 19 minutes. Why does it say that?
Maybe it's a short film. Like they've had movies on there, like The Stylist.
Wait, you already have it on your watch list.
I just added it. The Cleansing Hour.
Oh, okay. I was like, that was really fast.
Yeah, like just now.
Yogi says he likes The Hole. It's a gay porn parody of The Ring.
I've seen a movie called The Hole with Thora Birchman that's really fucked up. Have you guys seen that movie?
Yeah, I've seen that too. When they are they in like
Dark.
college or something, and they
Yeah,
like go
she
into that.
really
Yeah.
likes that guy,
I don't
so
think
she
that's
decides
the
they're
And
going
then
to
they
spend the
die,
weekend
yeah.
in a bunker, and it's her and her best friend.
I like that
who's Keira
movie.
Knightley.
Yeah.
It's good, but it is dark. I liked it. It was
That's-
good.
Yeah, good one. Recommend.
What was that
Okay.
awesome film?
Okay, so Zachary's just said now that it is a short free on YouTube.
Why don't
I
we
thought
just
it was
watch it?
full length. I'm very confused. Dang, I thought it was.
I've had that happen before, like The Stylist. I heard a lot of good stuff about it, and I saw it in Shudder, and I watched it. I'm like, it's over already? But that was good. I'd like to see a feature. Well, we should watch it.
Should right now. Put it in.
Should we just watch it right now? It's on
Can we do
YouTube.
that?
Speaking
We
of
don't get
bunkers,
copyrighted.
did you ever see the movie Hidden? Came out like 2 years
That
ago.
was so good.
It had the what's his name from True Blood in it.
Yeah,
Viking.
it's so good.
Hidden.
You got to see Hidden. It's so
I
good.
don't want to spoil. I don't really want to tell you too much.
A married
It's just
couple
family
terrorized.
in a bunker.
Wait, is that it?
It's a married
This
couple
one?
and their
Wait,
little
is it-
girl.
Is it French or something?
I don't know.
It has a different name.
No.
This is
I
it
think
though.
it's called The Hidden.
It's just called Hidden. It's 2015.
Yeah, it says a married couple is terrorized by a series
No,
of videos.
that one's like an
No.
old like.
This one looks good though. I'm adding this. The Hidden?
No, a family takes refuge in a fallout shelter to avoid a
Ah,
game.
Hidden. Okay, no, I got it.
2015. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
right
got
beneath it. 2015.
I don't
It's so
want
good.
to spoil like, but it's got a really cool twist. I think you'll like. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But
I don't really like any
you
virus
should-
stuff.
Should
though.
watch it either way.
It doesn't. It
Oh,
doesn't
it's-
play how
it's
you think
very
it will
little-
play.
Okay, cool.
The
Sounds good.
virus is just the means to start it. That's why they're down there. But everything else is completely.
Entertainment
different.
Wizard
It won't-
got to meet George Romero. We were supposed to meet him at Crypticon, but he had to cancel for health reasons.
Which I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah.
What's the most disturbing movie you have seen recently? Someone's asked in the chat.
The break was at the chat.
The what? I can't hear. It's
Yeah.
broken up.
Dan?
Drake
was that?
said a little bit ago that he was going to a convention like in 2 weeks. And no. Drake was in the chat a little ago, and he said that I think was going to a convention in 2 weeks. So hopefully that means he's doing better. I don't know.
Dan, what's the most disturbing movie you've seen recently?
Hopefully, unless he cancels that one too.
Dan!
Recently, well, I just watched. It's not the first time I watched it, but His Boys yesterday is very disturbing.
What'd you watch?
What is that?
I've seen it before,
God,
but
yeah.
yeah.
That
Mother's
is disturbing.
Boys, it's like
She
one of the most
comes onto
disturbing
her
movies of all
son.
time.
Whoa. Okay, what is it called?
Mother's Boys. Like her boys,
Mother's
Mother's Boys. It's
Okay.
got Jamie Lee
Need to-
Curtis as the mother.
But there's a scene where she stands up naked in front of her son. She's almost kind of coming onto him. It's so Oedipal and
She does it
fucked
on
up.
purpose to seduce him. It's really awkward.
It's
Because
cool.
she went away for 3 years. Oh no, she just leaves for 3 years. Her family, she has 3 sons and a husband. Goes away for 3 years and then comes back right when the husband's finally starting to move on. He's got a new fiance, and
Oh my god.
she comes back. And
This looks good.
can't get her husband seduced, so she seduces her oldest son to like do her bidding. It's really gross and disturbing. She doesn't have sex with him, but she like gets naked in front of him, and she's like, "You'll do this for me, right?" And like, it's messed up.
Oh my god, this looks so good because I like when people like obsession stalker type situations and like fixated. I
yeah,
think those things.
She's a total nutcase. She's stalking her old family that she abandoned, and it's yep.
How
I'm
bad
actually
is this
hope-
Photoshop? Like, I don't know if you guys
Oh,
can even tell.
God.
It's so
Really bad.
It's so bad.
That's
You
like-
guys should look it
It's
up.
like a
It's-
90. Well, we have it. We have the movie.
Yeah, it's also got like a Peter Gallagher in it. He was in a House of Haunted Hill, the 1991 or 99 version.
I like that
Oh.
one.
Not as good as the original, obvi, but still alright.
He's like the husband. But yeah, you should check it out if you're into obsession flicks.
I love anything stalker obsession. I'm so into that.
Ow.
All right, well, it should be up your alley then. It's
Cool.
very that much.
I've
It
got
came out
heaps
as like
of
the
movies.
same year as The Good Son too, and it kind of has the same vibe as The Good Son.
Oh, I like The Good Son.
I like The Good Son too. I love The Bad Seed. I would love to see a good remake of The Bad Seed. That's one of my favorites.
Have I seen that?
The Bad Seed? It's pretty old.
Really old, like
It sounds familiar though.
black and white. I think. I don't remember.
In Cannibal Holocaust, I
Bad
don't
Seed.
believe they
Okay.
killed any dogs in that. They killed a turtle. Cannibal
Yeah,
Holocaust?
the
They
turtle.
don't kill a dog in Cannibal Holocaust, do they?
Yeah,
There's no
who's saying
It's a
that? No, there's
turtle.
no dogs in it. It's a
There's
turtle. It's like a 100-year-old turtle.
It's a turtle and a monkey and a pig, but the pig wasn't
Yeah.
even filmed. The cat actually just killed it and ate it, but they
Mhm.
didn't film that part, or it didn't make the cut or something. Yeah, there's
Mm.
a monkey, turtle, and a pig, and they get killed pretty brutally. And they scared the
Yeah.
shit out of the villagers because
Oh,
when they were
yeah.
like they built these huts. They built these huts. There wasn't the villagers' actual homes, but they built it next to their homes where they had all the villagers, and then they lit them on fire and had them all run away scared and stuff. And the villagers didn't really speak English, so they didn't know what was going on, and they were very terrified by
Yeah.
all that. And they got
I heard-
fined for burning without it. So
In like Green Inferno, I'm sure you guys know this, in Green Inferno, how they showed them the cannibal Holocaust and
they all
laughed.
thought it was
It all
funny,
like
and the villagers
really
all
fucked
laughed and
up.
thought it was funny. They'd never
But he
seen a
didn't
movie
want to do
before,
that to
but they
them.
thought
He
it
wanted them to know
was
that it was a movie that was pretend.
Oh.
Yeah, that's so funny though. Like,
And
because
that's
that
the
is what would
big
happen.
difference.
Because
So you haven't seen the bad
Way
seed?
different.
The good son's
Right.
oh, I didn't
almost.
think I have. I put it in my watch list though.
It's almost kind of a remake of it, but it's about this little girl named Rhoda, and she's one of those like pigtails and perfectly sweet on the outside. And my mama and I always do that bit. She has this bit she does with her mom. She's like, "I've got the sweetest mother. I've got the nicest mother." And then she's like, "What would you do if I gave you a basket of kisses?" And then the mom's like, "I'd give you a basket of hugs. It's all sugary sweet. This kid's fucking evil." So she wants this medal that this kid got because he beat her in this spelling bee, whatever. She wants it. And everyone knows she wants it, but the kid ends up dead.
She's gonna get
It's so messed up. But basically, anything she wants, if somebody's in the way, that person ends up dead. And the only person who seems to be onto her, because it's Rhoda doing it, is the gardener. Well, her mother starts to figure it out. And apparently her mother went crazy and killed a shitload. Her mother's mother, her grandmother, went crazy and killed a bunch of people. And I guess evil skips a generation.
Yeah.
So the mother starts to come to the realization that her daughter might be fucking balls crazy and be homicidal. So she has to figure out what she's going to do about it. It's pretty messed up. It's good.
There's like a couple of movies like that. Have you seen Poison for the Fairies?
No.
Which is like a Mexican film.
Mm-mm.
It's an older one. And this girl, she's actually insane, and she's trying to convince the other girl that there's like fairies are telling her to do all this stuff. But it's really good.
Wow.
Or like, what is the other one? Sweet Alice? Alice, Sweet
Alice, yeah.
That's like
So what's
kind of
the
like a
fairies
creepy
one?
kid.
Have you watched that yet?
Poison for the Fairies. Yeah, I've seen both. Alice, Sweet Alice. I've seen that. I don't think it was as bad as like. I feel like everyone talks about how it's such like a cult classic because it's so disturbing, and I actually don't think it was that disturbing. But the mask is pretty creepy in it.
Yeah.
And
of course they're talking about Martyrs, which I know you and I both really love that movie.
Wow.
They're talking about Martyrs in the chat, which I know is a favorite of both yours and mine. I love Martyrs.
Love it. It's probably in my top 5 films of all time.
Mine too. And Martyrs. Everyone always talks about the flailing scene, and for me, honestly, I don't consider it to be in league with a lot of like what people call torture porn, and even though I don't really like that term, because everything in that is so like, it's not just bloodshed for the sake of bloodshed. You see how it affects people, and I actually think it's kind of in a weird way, kind of a beautiful kind of story about just a person's strength of spirit and about love.
Oh yeah, of course. Love? Because, I don't know about love.
Well, her and her friend. Her friend wasn't strong enough.
Yeah.
Her friend wasn't strong. Daniel. Smack you. Her friend wasn't strong enough to survive what they put her through because she didn't have that. What she didn't have what she ends up having with her best friend. Because she didn't know her yet. Yeah. But when her friend is put through it, I don't think it's that she's special or anything like they tried to do in the American remake. They tried to say that she was special. It's not that she's any more special than anybody else, but she had that really tight bond with somebody, and that helped her survive because she'd hear her friend's voice, and I think that's what helped keep her sanity to where she got to that point that they were trying to push all these girls to get to, because she had that deep bond, which, is a form of love. I think there's something really sweet about that. I mean, even I believe a lot of the movie was trying to point you in that direction. I mean, they showed the video of the little girls during the credits and stuff. So, I think it's very beautiful in its own way.
Oh yeah, no, I completely agree with you. It's a moving movie, and it definitely stays with you for a long time, which means something. People in the chat are saying The Girl Next Door, which is obviously so fucked up, and then someone said Salo. I wonder if you guys have seen Salo.
I haven't seen Salo. Girl Next Door is I did watch it, and I don't ever want to watch it again. I do agree that it's well made, but it's based off of a book that's based off of a true event. And
and have you seen the other one?
American Crime is a little more closely. I do think it's good. It's just really hard to watch, especially because that a lot of that actually happened to somebody. I mean, obviously not the more extreme parts towards the end of the film, but for me, like when it's real life violence against children, like things like The Gray Man, things like that story, it's really hard for me to watch.
That you guys would never ever watch Salo then, because it's just child abuse.
But is it real? I mean, I don't mind if it's fake.
it's fake, but it's like
Oh, then sign me up.
Is it based on something
It's-
real? Because I mean, I
I don't
watched
think it
Serbian
is,
film. It doesn't
but
bother me because
it
it's a
could
movie.
be. Oh, but this is like you need to watch it. You just need to watch it and then tell me what you
You're
think.
giving
Because it's
me mixed
literally the
messages
most
here.
disturbing movie ever. It's
Oh, okay.
literally the most
I haven't
disturbing
seen
movie
this,
ever.
but
I
now that I'm
have
looking at
seen
the poster,
Emily.
I'm-
Emily was really good.
Which one?
Macabrilla
Oh yeah,
was talking about Emily.
oh my god, I love that movie. The
It was
Babysitter.
really good.
That was really sad when you find out why she's doing it made me really sad because I don't think there's anything worse than that.
yeah.
I don't wanna
there's
spoil it for
that and Girl on a Train. A few other movies kind of did something similar.
I
but
love that Girl on the Train. No one
What-
liked that
I liked
movie.
it. I liked the book a lot too.
Laws loves it.
But oh my
The girl-
God, tell
He
her.
calls it the Adventures of Drunk Detective. Drunk Detective, she'll solve the case.
Do you guys watch Kimmy Schmidt?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, third
And how
season's
when
coming out
Tina
next
Fey?
week.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
You
But you
mean
know, like
Whack-
in season 2, and Tina Fey gets drunk and she's the
Uh-huh.
therapist. It's so funny.
So good.
It's awesome.
But yeah,
I liked how
I
they
love
had it on the honest trailers and they called it Wacky Room because it's like room. She's trapping everybody's happy and fun.
Oh god.
Room goes on forever. You don't even know. It's so big.
oh, really disturbing movies.
I have a couple, but I've actually recorded a video that I'm gonna put out very soon about some disturbing movies that people don't talk about. So I don't really want to ruin them. But I've watched so many disturbing movies that it's like even hard to. I have like a couple of videos on it. I have disturbing documentaries and movies.
Yeah, I feel like I should
I like
do one that's
Compliance.
interesting.
Compliance is one of the ones that is the most fucked up.
Compliance, seriously,
And that's based
even
on a true
though
story.
it is, and it's pretty close to what actually happened too, because I've read a lot of
It
accounts of the real
happened
story.
McDonald's, right, as well.
It happened at a KFC, I thought.
It was McDonald's.
But it's happened in a lot of different places because this guy who was doing this did it to quite a few.
So
It's just
fucked up.
there was only one case where it went
Yeah.
really far to where the extent that it goes to in compliance. But that movie was so fucked up. Like I had to go outside and I used to smoke back in the day, and that was like the first time in forever. I was like, I need a fucking cigarette, and I just sat outside and just was like, what the fuck? Like it's
We
so
also
crazy
Yeah.
because
watched
it's so like a lot of people who
2020
didn't
episode
like
of
it.
too.
A lot of people who didn't like
Yeah.
it, they're like, well, why would you do that? But you don't understand. That's what the whole movie's about. When you think there's a figure of an authority and it happens so gradually, if a police officer tells you to do something, it's kind of like your natural instinct to do it. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
a guy on the street
It's
can
just
tell me to get out of my car, but if a police officer tells me to get out of my car, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
out of my car. You know,
Well, it's like the prison experiment, you know what I mean? Like, you know, what is the famous one called? You know what I mean? Where they're put in there
Yeah.
and then some of them take the roles and it's
Yeah.
just like yeah,
I
and
know
but
you're-
they also show that if authority and also if like any kind of crowd does something, like there's been so many experiments to just show how much people will comply
Yeah.
to anything.
Mhm.
It's really scary. But that movie
Yeah, we watched the
destroyed
the
me.
2020 because they had like that episode on 2020 where they like interviewed the lady that like was the manager of there. We watched that too, and they showed the actual footage is blurred and sped up. But oh man,
Oh, it's awful.
and see, that's the part that
It's so
pisses me off.
bad.
Is the young girl, like she's in a place of complete powerlessness where people are telling her what to do or she's going to be arrested. What pissed me off about that one was the fucking manager who let her boyfriend like in with that young girl. That like so
Yeah.
makes me so because no police officer or anything could convince me to let a grown man do that to a little girl. Like fuck
Yeah.
that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
I
not.
don't know how.
they show a little
No.
bit of it in the movie, but in real life, the interview when they're like asking her all these questions, she's like straight up honest. She's like, "Oh, that didn't happen." They're like, "Here's the footage. I didn't know it was happening.
Yeah.
Here's you looking at it."
Well, I think
It's like
she
she
was
just-
kind of like like
Oh,
you said,
man.
you know, when someone's given a lot of power, like I
Mhm.
think that's what she was doing. Like she wasn't even thinking about things.
And I think she was also brought onto the show where like almost like she could tell her side and almost act like she was victim, like she like, oh yeah, that all happened. And it was so scared.
Yeah,
and
she's a
scared.
bit of a
But when they like got on the show, they're like, you are in trouble. Look what you did. And I think that just like blew her away.
Yeah, that was a
Way
really
up,
hard one to
like-
watch.
Because yeah,
Vikinga is talking about
But I think-
the Bridge documentary. I'm sure you guys
I
have seen it.
have seen that. It was really.
San Francisco,
Boring.
It's hard to watch.
Golden Gate.
And there's another one that
I
she's
thought it
talking
was gonna
about.
be a little more.
Bridgen.
Yeah, I didn't
Running
like
it.
the bridge. I don't know. I wasn't nearly into that one. I mean,
Yeah, found it interesting. But I saw it when I first came
The
out.
documentary on the forest was good though.
So,
On
The
Suicide
what?
Forest, the documentary on Suicide Forest.
a lot better than the movie.
The Vice one?
Yes.
The Japanese, yeah.
Yeah. No, I
That
like
was a
that
good
too.
one.
Yeah, the movie was so shit.
yeah.
I wanted to like the movie because I liked the whole concept and I liked the documentary and everything. But that movie
Yeah.
just
It was awful.
huge letdown.
I'm adding that that bridge.
I had a
in.
feeling it was gonna be good, but maybe it still will somehow. But I really didn't think it was going to. I wanted it to. I really wanted to like it.
Guys, I'm gonna have to be lame and head off soon.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, because
It's cool.
we haven't eaten.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, you need to
That's
go eat.
okay. We were trying to get food delivered, but then it messed up, and then cafes all closed.
That
And
sucks.
I'm hungover.
Well, speaking of one last big movie I want to talk about real quick. Got a review that I'm working on right now. It's Colossal. That's what it's called. It's going to be a funny one. Have you seen that, Emma? Colossal?
No, but it's out at cinemas
was good,
now.
yeah.
I wanted to see
It's
it.
not like a horrifying movie, but it's an entertaining movie. and
It's
got
gonna
a
be
very
funny?
concept.
It's
It's got kaijus.
got some dark humor in it. It's a lot
Very
more
dark.
introspective and I think darker than I think the trailers lit on.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's good
I
though.
missed that. That sounds good.
It's got a horrifying element to it. It's more subtle. It's like, oh, that's a horrifying situation to be in, but not like the movie itself's not
Yeah.
scary.
Okay, interesting.
All
I'll have
right,
to add
Emma.
it
Well, you enjoy
like another watch
your
list.
lunch.
Thank you so
probably-
much, guys. Thank you for having me
Bye,
again.
Emma.
As always,
We
I'll
adore
come back
you.
and hopefully I can stop by next week when you have your mum on because I'd love to say hi in the chat. Thanks everyone for coming.
I just warn you,
And-
my mom is very eccentric. It'll be
More than
You?
us.
she makes me look
Didn't make
freaking
it
normal.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Okay, should we-
look boring and Lottie no.
Cool. Are you guys gonna keep
It's gonna be a
chatting?
month.
I don't know yet.
Huh?
I don't know. Dan, do you want to talk to me? I guess we could just talk downstairs.
I'm sure people will.
No, it's okay. I think we're gonna say goodnight to the gory
know it's
hole. I'm
okay.
hungry, so I'm gonna make something to eat.
Oh, I'm hungry too. I don't know. Did we want
I
to
was
do
hungry.
one later though for Crypticon, or do you want to film a video for that?
We can film a little one, or maybe just do one like early tomorrow or Monday or something.
All right, now we're just babbling on a live stream.
Okay. I'm gonna go though.
Bye, Emma.
Yeah, this
Thank
time-
you for joining us.
Yes. Bye, Emma.
And everyone
Goodbye,
in the
Gory
Gory
Hole.
Hole, thank you so much for joining us. It was so cool to see so many familiar faces show up. So, Yogi, Vikinga, Macabrella, Random Ross,
Doc,
Z Chris,
Drake. There's so many of
the
you.
Cult Dude, Hell Knight 20, Horror Miser, Monty G.
Random TV, everything. You're just awesome.
Yeah, all of y'all. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us. And Zachary, hey, thank you. Bye, guys.
Yeah.